beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Oh! Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 855. Doing it live, 8:55. Doing it live, 8:55.
I can't drive 8:55. We're gonna get this Streamlabs glitch again.
Yeah, I'll stop it. I figured out how to make it stop once
That's
it
good.
starts.
That's good.
If you drove 8:55, could you imagine how crazy that would be?
Yeah.
It would be pretty crazy. We've got two Patreon guests on tonight. We got Lord Jamarcus and Eduardo.
Hello, everybody.
Howdy, y'all.
I don't think I've ever been over 200 miles per hour.
Yeah, I don't even think I've been
Maybe
that.
an airplane, right?
Oh,
There you go.
Oh,
That's
airplanes
different.
go pretty fast.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
That
I've
counts.
jumped out of an airplane. Does that count?
You probably don't go 200 miles per hour jumping out of an airplane, do
I
you?
don't think it's 200. I think it's like 160 or something.
What's the
It's like
speed?
terminal velocity.
Yeah, what's the speed you fall at?
I know
What's a
it's
good
more
fa-
than like 100.
Because I've fallen off some things. Like, you don't fall any faster the longer you go, do you? Or do you,
You
pick
do
up
for
velocity?
a while, and then you get to a point where you stop falling faster because of air resistance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could have gone faster.
Yeah, the fastest I've ever been on land is probably in one of those high-speed trains in Europe.
Yeah.
But yeah, airplane definitely fastest. But what those go like 800-900 miles an hour or something. Like
Yeah.
a commercial airliner.
Yeah, I was in one of those high-speed trains.
700-ish.
Okay.
I was in one of those
that-
high-speed trains in the early 90s, but it couldn't go that fast for very long. It could only do like a certain stretch of track. So like the straight track, they'd get up to like 180 or something, 160.
Yeah.
And then they had to stop.
Yeah, I think the train I was on in Europe went like 275 or something like that. Maybe 300. I want to make a plea out there, everyone, to please send us your bats if you have bats right now. Bats broke $1 today.
Oh, damn.
Bats broke $1. I think it got up to like $1.13. And around this time last year, they were 8 cents.
Hey.
So if you use the Brave browser and you have any bats, please send them to us. And if you're not using the Brave browser, you probably should, because the cryptocurrency that you get when you use the browser has gone up significantly. Just saying. We are going to watch some World War II era Looney Tunes cartoons, which are very interesting. Thank you for the first $2.
That's how I get started, DJ Stans. Thank you very much.
So we'll have to watch this and be like, huh. I've seen some of these even when I was a kid in the 90s, and they were cringy even then. They were kind of like disturbing. But I guess I chalked it up to like, it was another time.
Well,
I don't know.
if they start canceling Looney Tunes, I will sign autographs of Space Jam for my $60 patrons.
That was the excuse for Dr. Seuss, right? It was another time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something else though. I was watching a little bit of it earlier. I think it kind of falls. I'd probably put it in probably oddities. I would say it fits into the oddities segment. So we'll do that. Clear, disappear.
Clee disappear. Clee disappear. Clee disappear.
All right.
Clee disappear.
Have you ever watched these, Billy?
Disappear. Everybody watching, give us a like. I don't know if I've watched these necessarily as much as I've lived them.
Give us a like, please. All right. Here's the first one. Oh, here it is. This one's called Tokyo Jokio.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I really love it.
I just want to say, like, this, obviously, this is messed up. This is some messed up stuff.
What year did this one come out?
If I happen to laugh, it's because it's cringy. It is cringy.
Yeah.
Since when does this show watch cringy, messed up content? That's not
1943.
If I laugh, it's because it's funny and it's still funny and it will always be funny.
Wow, cancel Billy.
Hey, don't worry, guys. I'm your token colored
This is
person
a
here,
game
so
to
it's
see
all
how
good.
far. Are we gonna see how far we can go without laughing?
Hey, Warner Brothers presents. Woo! There's Porky Pig and Daffy Duck. They wouldn't even put Bugs on this one. They're like, no, we're gonna keep him out of this.
We'll just put Porky and Daffy in
we
there.
need an intro like this with like Ben and Billy's face on it.
Yes. Okay.
Listen to the music already.
Just the
Look
music.
at the font. The font is supposed to be like, I think, like an Asian style font,
Is it?
right? I don't.
It just looks like a classic Hollywood cartoon
Is it?
style
Okay,
font.
okay.
But the music definitely is. It's got a hint of racism to it.
Oh my
Tokyo.
god! Did
Jokio.
they always spell? Did they used to spell Tokyo like that?
Probably not. This is probably.
No.
I mean,
Probably an extra racism right there.
Yeah, they probably didn't know how to spell it.
Well, I mean, like, ultimately, you know, people in the West kind of decide how they pronounce the names of other countries too. So, or it could have been that they spelled it like this at one time. I don't know.
I definitely know they didn't spell Jokio like that.
Attention, please. This film, now released for public showing, has been captured from
They
the
knew how to
enemy.
spell it.
It is
I
a
saw someone in the
typical
chat say they
example
knew how to spell it.
of vicious Japanese propaganda.
Wow. Okay. Wow. It's already starting.
Oh no, that was racist in the title too. It's not a rooster; it's an evil buzzard.
Oh my god.
We are now privileged to witnessing demonstration of Japan's finest.
That's Mel Blanc.
Yeah, that's Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, and most of the other voices, like most of the other characters.
That's how you know Mel Blanc wasn't really a racist, because all the other characters, they had their own characters and like feel to them. You couldn't tell it was Mel Blanc. Mel Blanc didn't have his heart in this. He just did like a very lazy racial.
I don't know. I'm not going to make excuses for anybody.
Oh, I'm not making excuses. I'm making jokios.
Jokios.
This is not off to a
Tokyo
good start.
Jokios.
Oh God.
Oh no. Is that acupuncture?
I don't. What?
They're stabbing each other in the butts for acupuncture? Is that the joke?
And now
I think
please
it
to
is,
observing a look at listening post.
Is it supposed to be they're sneaky listening through keyholes and doors to people's conversations? Is that what this is?
I'm kind of like I've never seen this one before. Like I've never seen this one. This is like so fucked up. Oh my God, it's uncomfortable. I'm like sweating. My palms are sweating watching this right now.
Mom's spaghetti?
I don't like it.
Yeah, my heart's racing.
Yeah.
Over here, our honorable aircraft spotter. Now we are showing you fire prevention headquarters. Oh, Sonagon, too late.
Oh,
Incendiary
too soon.
bombs.
See, I'm not sure what's racist and what's a bad joke and what's in between
Well,
that.
I really don't like the way they draw them.
Yeah,
okay,
of course.
so
That's obviously racist caricature.
I will say this was, I mean, weren't they putting like Asian Americans in concentration camps and stuff during this time?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yes. So they like dehumanized
Japanese
them because they
Americans.
looked like the people we were at war with.
Yeah, this is 1943, 2 years before we dropped the bombs. Like,
yeah,
and we're looking at this also, and like I'm seeing the plane spotters. Was that a racist joke or was that just a bad
I'm
joke?
not familiar
I didn't
with
get
that. Yeah, that must
Yeah.
be a term that was more widely known at the time.
Maybe you look for somebody who's on the lookout to spot a plane coming through,
Coming to bomb.
and the joke was they were painting spots on the plane because
Yeah, yep.
they're not intelligent or something. Like,
I don't
is
know.
that what they're trying to say? Do not approach incendiary bombs for first 5 seconds.
4, 5. Okay.
They got a little swastika.
He's roasting a wiener on the incendiary bomb.
Oh, losing face, please. Losing face.
What? I don't get it. I don't get it.
It blew
Yeah,
his
that-
body away, but all of his clothes and accessories were still on.
This is dumb.
Well, that's cartoon logic, right?
Supposed to be like a suicide bomber thing. Like,
I don't know.
No,
understand.
Well,
he was
maybe.
being stupid,
Kamikaze.
and they were saying wait for the bombs to explode for 5 seconds, and after 5 seconds, okay, we're fine. Let's go cook a sausage over the bonfire because we're stupid, right?
To demonstrate how to constructing the delicious Japanese club
To make fun of the
sandwich.
emperor.
Slice a bread ration card, so. Place a piece of a meat ration card, so. Then eat them. Oh, yum yum sandwich. After eating, you were enjoying a crab.
Is that how to make a club sandwich?
Presenting Nippon Noodle.
I guess.
This
So-
is
The name here, Nifties, the Nippon Nifties, is that a racist right there? Because I've heard the first part of that word used racially, right? I don't
This is
know.
almost too much racism to even count as racism.
It's so over the top. It's
Okay,
unbelievable.
Nippon is Japanese for Japan. Thank you. That's where it comes from. I'm like, where does this come from? I don't know things. I don't know things.
please.
It's the formal name of Japan. See, I'm learning. That's what I like about old cartoons is you learn.
You're learning right now?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like Blue's Clues and stuff.
Styles of the week.
People want to know if you're doing donos for drinks again. You don't have to. There's no pressure.
Yeah, don't say yes, Magicus. Just do it.
$50 gets you. Every $50 will be one shot of Malibu. All right, that's how
Oh
we're
my
gonna do
goodness.
this.
If we
Oh,
get
wow.
if we get Magicus 4 or 5 shots while Magicus is already drinking, we're gonna see a Tragicus Magicus, and I like that.
Presenting Japanese victory suit. No cuffs. No pleats. No lapels. No suit.
What? They
Their
wear
victory
diapers?
suit?
Do they wear
Red
diapers?
Togason, bringing you highlights in the world of sports.
I've never seen a human being that looks like the way they draw them. Like
Well, yeah.
anybody. That's so weird, and I don't even understand the exaggerations of some of the features.
It's
It's really weird.
It's obviously that's how they do the racial characteristics of
Yeah.
they find the one thing about people that might stand out from their culture and they over expose it, and this is to a level that is just ridiculous, and it's very cartoony. Cartoons are supposed to make you laugh, they're supposed to make you forget about life for a little bit, and that's what you're forgetting about a human life here. Like, oh yeah, these are the enemy.
Well,
Who cares?
they were dehumanized. But it's interesting that that like most of this stuff that I see was anti-Japanese when obviously we were also against Nazi Germany too. But
And Italy.
yeah. And the thing is that the majority of Americans have German ancestry, and like way back then, like they couldn't dehumanize them, I guess. You know, the way they do with the Japanese, it's really bad. They like portray them as more like animals. It's messed up.
Yeah, they were considered more foreign compared to the Germans and Italians, so it must have been easier for them to dehumanize them that way.
Well, there were so many Germans and Italians that came to America through Ellis Island and solidified in New York City.
Yeah.
There wasn't. There was still segregation in the area of New York. You know, the little towns where everybody came into, but
there'd be like voluntary segregation of different European immigrants back then too. They would like prefer to live amongst their own and not even there
were areas where they could like buy property from each other and support the community, and they did that. A pittance to get Jamarcus drunk fund. Yeah, if every time we hit a $50 goal, Jamarcus is going to take a shot.
Yeah.
So let's get him liquored up, and it's bitch brew, pushy, strawberry Malibu, dumb rum, but who cares? It's Magicus. It'll still knock him on his ass.
My drink already has a bunch of that in it, and I am not going to overdo it like I did last time.
No.
Seeing Japanese King of SWAT.
Yeah, when was Pearl Harbor?
Headline personality.
41.
41? Yeah.
41.
That's another reason why this is so big. They came to American soil, and that started a necessity from our government to be horrible to people, because that's what war does. That's propaganda. It always has been. Unfortunately, you see it on the other side from the Nazis towards the Jewish people.
You know, it wasn't this extreme, but I remember in the 90s watching Tiny Toon Adventures, and they had at least one episode with Saddam Hussein in it, too. So they were even doing, like, that kind. It wasn't like this, though, but it was. They were still, like, if they would do, like, almost like a political commentary on whatever armed conflict we were involved in.
Yeah, cartoons always kind of reach for that.
Everyone, please like the stream if you haven't already. Help us get some more peoples in here.
Yamamoto will dictate peace terms in the White House.
Oh.
Think that chair could be any fucking deadlier?
General Hama demonstrates coolness and calmness of a Japanese officer during air raid. Flashes from the Axis. Berlin. Flash, the Fuhrer has just received a postcard from a friend vacationing abroad.
Why is the frickin' Nazi a Democrat?
Because they're socialists, you know?
Yeah, you beat me to it.
Oof. Okay.
He looks, Hitler looked like a cartoon character.
Yeah, this looks like an emo caricature of Dorf. You ever see the old
That was
Tim Conway?
Tim Conway.
Tim Conway Dorf commercials. Dorf goes fishing, and it's like guy with like short legs. It's very comical. Tim Conway should have done Dorf goes to the Fuhrer and becomes Dorf
Everybody
Hitler.
do a drink. Tim Conway's from Ohio.
Not Toledo, though?
No, he's not.
Okay.
It's some small town that I don't even know. Looks like it's near Cleveland.
Rome. The Rome Chamber of Commerce takes us for a visit through its celebrated ruins.
Oh, is this an Italian?
Yeah.
Guess so, yeah.
He's a clown. He's a sad clown.
For Japanese Navy or at sea. Oh, believe it or don't, this submarine launched 3 weeks ahead of schedule.
Oh, was that supposed to be Mussolini? I didn't even reckon. I don't even know what he looked like.
This is kind of funny, though. The people underwater are working on the submarine still because they're trying to meet their demands. Like, that's a good joke.
Dude,
we
this
have
is
to.
the first good gag they've had so
We
far.
have to be able to look at racism and find the good in it, right?
No.
We have to. This is
No,
good.
not at all.
This joke's good. That's sad.
Inside submarine.
If they could walk on the ocean floor, why did they need a fucking submarine?
Sailors work in maze of intricate machinery, indicators and control
Thank you for bringing logic to the cartoon, Magicus. We needed that. For a second, I forgot this was a cartoon. Little Egypt.
I don't understand that either.
Are navigating a human torpedo. Very, very dangerous stuff. But he are not caring. Are you, happy gentlemen? He are courageous like Dickens. Happy gentlemen, have you anything to say? Oh, no, nothing except... Rat me out of here!
Yeah, you could so tell that's Bugs Bunny. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. I don't know.
Now we are sneaking glimpse of plane being launched by super duper catapult device.
They use a slingshot to launch planes.
And here are Zero Fighter demonstrating.
Did they actually do that? No.
Landing gear.
Because they did use like a sling catch to catch the plane's landing, right? When they're landing.
I don't think on an aircraft carrier.
I thought they did. I
Or
thought
maybe.
they
I don't know.
landed
I've
into
never-
a sling to
There was,
catch
like,
them.
some sort of
I have
cable
no
thing
idea.
on
I thought there was.
Maybe.
Again, I could have learned that from this same cartoon when I was a kid, and just thought it in
Approaching
reverse.
into our scene are Honorable Skinner Maru, our busiest aircraft carrier.
Yeah, they use a bolt to propel the airplane to take it off.
Oh, this
was a
little
good
vessel
gag.
are
I'll
Navy
give 'em that.
minesweeper.
It's funny because before I left the house today, I watched Tropic Thunder.
Oh God, with
which
Robert
came
Downey
out,
Jr.
yeah, came out
I
in
love that
2008.
And he does blackface.
Oh yeah, it's like today is a day for comedic racism. That's all I'm gonna say. Well, Austin 316 says we need to do better.
Okay, we're gonna do one more. This one's called the. I don't think this one's as bad. This one's called the Ductators.
What do you mean, you people? What do you mean, you people?
Yeah. Dun 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 dun. Now it's only
Hey, look at
Porky
Porky Pig slayed out over the fence with his ass up in the air trying to be a hottie.
Yeah, this is probably on his OnlyFans.
Yup.
But
buy the tier 3 subscription, folks.
Is that only hams?
Yes.
Oh, good one. I saw what you did there.
Is that an egg? A Nazi egg? Or is it
Happy Barnyard, some years ago,
Yeah, it
a
is.
seemingly unimportant event occurred which was destined to vitally
A
affect
Nazi
the
egg.
future of that little world.
It was the birth of Jesus.
Mr. and Mrs. Duck were expecting.
Mama, was ist los? What's this, a dark horse?
Okay. That was funny.
Okay.
that was good.
What is this, a dark horse?
Okay. All right.
And so time passed. Hey, bud, not so fast.
Oh, all right. But time does fly, don't it, Johnny?
Time passed. The bad egg grew to duckhood, and with artistic aspirations dreamed of...
Did you say artistic?
Autistic Aspergerations?
I thought they said Aspergerations.
Autistic Aspergerations.
brush and palette, but ended up with only the brush.
Did you know art? Can you read it?
His artistic efforts spurred...
I'm not
Sounds
hearing
like
artistic.
Yeah.
I'm not hearing artistic at all.
Asperger's.
They soon turn to other endeavors.
Und vergiss nicht, you dopes, ich bin der aufgeblasene Frosch in Deutschland, in aller Europa, ja in der ganzen Welt. My mama done told me. Say
He looks like
hi.
a punk.
And there were some gullible ones who listened.
Was in Limburger haben. Wir sollen ihn haben.
Especially one goose. More gullible than gooses.
Oh, okay. This is supposed to be Mussolini. I get it now. I get how they.
Mussolini?
Mussolini.
Oh my god.
Geese, mice, geese usually go.
That's all right. That's the old stuff, kiddo. He's a smarter fellow with brains, huh? Like me.
We wish to apologize to the nice ducks and geese who may be in the audience. The management. Yes, I apologize right now to the nice Nazis and Italians that are in the audience right now.
Did they like put Mussolini's head on a pike or something?
Yeah, he got killed pretty brutally.
Yeah.
Sieg Heil! Sieg Heil! Sieg Heil! Sieg Heil! Sieg Heil! Sieg Heil, boy! I'm from South Germany.
How many kids do you think did that because they saw it in a cartoon? Yeah.
I wonder how.
From South Germany?
I'm from South Germany.
No.
He's
no.
He's a black duck from South Germany.
I don't get it.
They're just trying to, spread the racism around a little bit.
South Germany?
They're like, hey, if you didn't know, like, we're not just racist because we're at war. We're also racist because it's the 1940s.
I'm a sick heiler, too.
Oh no.
He's a sick heiler.
Kind of sound like that duck had COVID.
Oh, no.
Lots of coughing.
Did we get COVID from racist cartoons?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Well, no, this would have been, Spanish flu around this time, right?
No.
By the way, everyone, this is public domain, and we downloaded it off of YouTube. This is straight from YouTube.
E comincia contando. Sei tutte 9:10. Tutti frutti and all kinds of whips of cream and walnuts.
Whips of cream and walnuts does sound delicious, though.
Stop, please.
What is going on?
I don't know, but I like that cute little thing. Stormtroopers, this is pre-Star Wars.
Dear me, oh dear. Oh, what has come to so erase all thoughts of peace
Love the free
from off
Nazi
this
propaganda from my favorite obscure alt-right podcast.
Sons of bitches.
But it's not.
Mythic Templar, we do it for you.
It's not, though. It's American propaganda. This is American propaganda against Nazis and against the Empire of Japan and whatever you called Mussolini's Italy. I don't know.
So in a way, we're doing the American thing by playing racism.
The 1940s American thing, which we probably shouldn't be doing. Like it's okay to look at it for what it is and condemn it for what it is. But yeah, we wouldn't want to go back to 1940s.
We should have made a bumper, like a warning bumper, like they have before the Disney movies that play with old racism in it. They play like a 12-second bumper before Pinocchio. Like, this was a serious sign of the times, and we don't agree with it. It wasn't right then, and it isn't right now. We should have had that to hit right at the beginning.
Yeah, we have to explain
And they
ourselves.
forgot 'tis love that's right, and naught is gained by show of might.
What?
That's Peace Dove.
Shut up.
Warner Brothers do not reflect that of Drunken Peasants.
Peace is wonderful.
Gooselini likes yo-yos, apparently.
Then from out of the west came another partner to make a silly axis of himself.
Oh, God.
I a Japanese a sapper man, sneaking on with a do. Just a Japanese a sapper man.
Bugs Bunny again.
I'm a little crazy too.
What a Japanese what? Superman? Or what was he saying?
I'm a Japanese something.
Superman? I couldn't tell.
It was a turtle.
Oh, sorry. Oh, so sorry. Oh, very, very sorry, Frieza. Oh, to apologizing like a Dickens. Oh, just a minute, Frieza. Oh, I am not a Japanese son of gun.
Oh.
I like the nice little made in Japan on the bottom.
What?
I believe him. I think he's telling the truth.
He was getting beat really hard.
Yeah, and I'm Mock Turtle Soup.
With spreading clouds of war.
There was
once
probably
more-
a lot of people at the time who were getting mistaken as Japanese, and they were Chinese, and other.
Yes, Chinese Americans went to concentration camps too, just because they looked like Japanese people.
So that was a little cartoon nod saying, "Hey, I'm not Japanese. I'm Chinese because I'm a cowardly Japanese." But really, it was actual people. That's what the cartoon's saying.
There
That's
wasn't
what the cartoon's saying.
There wasn't a lot of like television technology. It was invented, but it wasn't highly in use during the war. So this was probably shown in like a theater. Like you probably had to go to a theater to see this kind of stuff. Yeah.
I believe they stopped airing serial programs in theaters in the 1940s.
Yeah, so this is early 40s. So, from what I've heard, back in the day, like you'd pay like a flat rate and you'd get like a couple cartoons and then like a feature presentation, maybe like a newsreel.
Oh yeah,
that kind of stuff.
They did the newsreels.
Yeah.
They did all that stuff. That's where people went.
Yep.
For the Axis marched toward dreams of further conquest.
1, 2, button on my shoe. 3, 4,
shut honorable door.
5, 6, see him over the sticks. 7, 8,
array them straight.
9, 10.
Begin again.
Mercy me, regretful sight. Oh, branch of peace.
Red Scare, what did we do that made us dumb? Red Scare called us dumb, I think.
I don't care. Red Scare's a really smart person, and we'd never be on their intelligence level, so leave them alone in the pleb chat where they belong.
I just want to get better.
Chat, super IQ.
I just want to get better.
I'm pretty dumb.
I just want to improve.
The dove of peace is trying to position the olive branch to show times of peace here with the olives and the trees.
Yeah.
This is the dove of peace gag right here because the olives are growing in jars.
Yeah,
To
olive
let you know that
branches.
it's olive branches.
Yeah, but the jars are growing out of the plants and stuff. Yeah.
It has to be so obvious.
Oh my God.
Okay, the devil piece.
Peace is pissed off.
America.
Now, where were we? Oh, yes.
Yeah, get Pinker to stop us.
That's exactly how it
Yeah,
The historical accuracy is stunning.
yeah.
It's nice to see they were sending them to Garbage Island even back then.
Aren't I?
Is that an Italian Bugs Bunny? What was that?
Oh shit.
I hate war, but once begun, well, I just didn't choose to
Peace
run.
and quiet.
So I can point with pride and say, there's 3 that didn't get away.
If you'd like to make this true, this is all you have to do. Buy victory bonds.
Yeah, man. I wonder how long it took for the bonds that they sold during this time to mature, and like what type of return.
Bonds.
What was that?
I want to say they were like 10-year bonds.
I wonder what kind of return people got on them. It's interesting that there was like you were buying war bonds in hopes of getting like a financial return on them later on.
I mean, it's a good bet, right? Because if you lose, you probably don't need the money.
Right.
They definitely like put the United States in a lot of debt because of it, but we had no choice.
Oh, we love debt. Back then,
the
debt
funny
worked a little
thing about
differently.
It, though, is like once we entered a deficit market, like we actually had one of the most prosperous economic times in our country's entire history.
Yeah, because we started investing back into our people rather than the corporations above them.
Yes, facts.
Yep.
We started taxing the rich, and we started investing. Like, what was it? A chicken in every pot, a car in every garage was the big slogan.
Infrastructure, like freeways and highways.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw this today and loved it. Absolutely loved it. Some person was King Cobra for Halloween a few years ago.
Cute.
Oh my goodness.
That's a sexy goth bad boy right there.
Everyone, we are very close to the first $50 marker where Magicus will throw one back. So if you want to see him get, maybe we'll...
Yeah, that does look a lot like Brian Peppers.
Yeah, maybe... yeah, maybe we'll argue about Miracle Whip and mayonnaise. Who knows?
No, please fucking kill me.
If somehow the googly eye is not googly enough here.
I think it's the angle. I think if it was
probably, yeah.
I wanted to play. Someone's been animating Cobes lately, and here's a clip from.
I like that.
I was walking around Casper the other day.
Oh, I think we might have already seen this.
There's been times where I just straight up wave my wand at the crosswalk sign, and as soon as it points at the crosswalk sign, it instantly turns to
his
walk.
giant fucking green
Walks on
dildo.
it.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine being out in public and you see this dude come around and he's like, "Ha!"
I love it.
Experience.
On across, you know what I'm saying? Which is always convenient for me, of course. And I got stopped by the cops the other day because I had my wand up like that, just walking.
They probably think it's a weapon.
And they're like, "What are you doing?"
Sex toy.
Just walking around, what's that? It's a wand.
It's a wand?
It's a wand.
What's it used for? Magic.
Duh.
And then one of the cops recognized me from my YouTube channel and was like, "You're King Cobra, aren't you?" I just smiled. He's like, "Yeah, you are."
I love how the stories always go. The first person is treating him like a jackass, and the second person always knows him from his YouTube. This is the last cartoon was the same thing.
Yep.
Give me a shout out in your next video. He looked at me and he goes, "Well, what are you using magic for?" I'm like, "Well, I've been preventing it from snowing." The cop's like, "Oh, I've been wanting to snow. I will allow it, even though I've been preventing snow for a couple months now." I was being that stronger, possibly.
No, I don't.
That was great. That was amazing.
The cops are like, "We want snow," and he's like, "Well, I'll allow it, even though I've been preventing snow for months now. I'll allow you cops to have a little snow."
Here's a great Cobes meltdown.
Hey. Oh, the hair growth. It's going pretty good.
He's got a Gothic King Cobra shirt on. So he's trying to roll a cigarette, and he can't do it. It keeps slipping, and he can't roll it. So he gets really mad.
I just want this paper to go into the roller. I don't want it to keep giving me shit, but it won't listen, and it's pissing me off. I'm sitting here like, I just want to roll one cigarette. Is that too much to ask for?
It's not too
Apparently it is. Apparently asking to roll one cigarette is too fucking much to ask for.
Okay, maybe it is too much.
I've been going through a difficult time in my life right now, and I'm trying not to let it get the better of me, but about fucking time! Jesus fucking Christ! I'm sitting here going, roll, go between the rollers, good, and look at this, about fucking time! God damn it! I'm sitting there going, oh!
He needs an of-age girlfriend to roll his stuff for him.
He needs something.
That's his problem.
Oh, when's the paper gonna go between the roller?
He needs a friend.
He needs a friend. See, that's why I want to go visit Cobes. I want to be Cobes' buddy. I want to get him a nice. I want to hook him up with Spexo's wife.
Cigarettes.
I want to give Spexo's wife a little vacay into Cobe Town. Go down to Casper, Wyoming. Go down on the Kang. That'd be nice.
Live in the YouTube mansion with you.
Yes. That's gonna be great. Okay, I did watch Tropic Thunder today. You never go full Simple Jack, okay? This needs dial it back a little bit.
Where's the fucking paper?
Done in 10 years. That's a.
We're gonna go between the roller. Sitting here feeling like a fucking retard going, roll the cigarette, please. Roll the cigarette, please. Sitting here feeling like a fucking retard going, when's the paper gonna go in the roller? Come on, go in there, you piece of shit. Oh, you fucking cocksucker. Come on, don't be a cunt. Oh, you fucking kidding me? Look at this shit.
He broke it.
This is how I talk to my own penis every time I try to get an erection.
No, come on! Don't be a cunt.
Don't be a come on!
Are you fucking kidding me, Facebook? I've had enough of life's crap for one lifetime, and then this has to fucking happen.
Up until this moment, he'd already had enough of life's crap for one lifetime.
Right.
And then this happened.
He had a whole other lifetime's worth of crap at this point.
This was just the final straw.
You gotta remember at this point, he's also about to get evicted from his house. Like,
he probably had another good year after this.
Yeah, this looks like it was quite a while ago. He lived in that place for a long time.
Yeah.
You say they tried to like kick him out multiple times though, or something.
I think they came in. They were gonna kick him out.
Yeah.
They saw the disarray the house was in. They're like, no, we're gonna put this one off.
Fuck this.
We're gonna wait. We don't want to have to clean up after this guy.
Yeah.
Fucking cares? It's just a little cigarette roller, right?
Right.
Who cares if it falls apart?
They're like
you want
$5, whatever.
Roll a cigarette? That's too goddamn bad. I think to myself, yeah, let's roll a fucking cigarette. Let's roll a goddamn cigarette while the machine that I roll it with breaks. It comes apart.
You broke it.
No big deal. Get it fixed. Get it back together. Get it going. Okay, cool.
I think he was probably trying to roll a cigarette that was too big. That's usually when those things break and it's hard to get the paper in. Because you put the stuff in and then you twist the paper into it. And sometimes it doesn't always catch and go down the right way. And that's usually when you have too much stuff in it.
Stupid people in the comment section. Are you ever gonna change the battery in your smoke detector? It's been going off for like crazy for weeks. No,
G-Man had that too.
The fuck?
Egghead had that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It hasn't. The fuck it hasn't.
Yes. Call upon your Tai Chi training.
Serenity
Considering
now.
when I went on camera and I stood next to my smoke detector and I didn't hear it beep once, I'm like, maybe it's not the smoke detector. Maybe people are just hearing shit. Maybe you people are just hearing shit.
What do you mean,
maybe
you
you're
people?
just hearing
What do you mean, you people?
Fuck.
Yeah, what do you mean, you people, man?
So irritating.
What do you mean, you people?
How are your mom and dad and sister doing? Pretty good, thank you for asking. Oh, my eyes turning black? Well, fucking shit, I don't care. Well, I'm kind of pissed because I haven't been laid in 10 months and because...
Oh,
okay, so
that
we
gives
know.
you a gauge of how long ago
Yeah,
this was.
is about 2.5 years ago.
It was still fresh.
There was still a little bit of stink left on Cobes' nether regions from the last time he made coitus with something alive.
Because people are being stupid in the comment section. But when I'm on camera, I'm like...
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
I don't hear a goddamn thing except my angry-ass autistic voice screaming at the camera. Beep, beep,
you said
beep,
not us.
beep, beep, beep. You know what I'm saying? I don't hear none of that
Know what I'm
shit.
saying?
I don't hear any beeping. I don't hear any of that shit.
Oh no! Oh my God!
Cobes, give yourself a break,
Jesus.
Papa. You don't need to go this hard.
Yeah.
It's gonna be all right.
.exe has encountered a fatal error.
We all love you, Cobes. Step back from your own hand.
Dude, that's how frustrating it is. I hated that guy, dude. Michael Bierke says, you remember Carl from school? I have a kid. I fucking hate that guy, dude. That guy's obnoxious. The kid's lucky I didn't beat his ass. That guy is lucky that I didn't kick his ass when I was in school. Seriously, I was that close to doing it. That's how annoying he was.
What a I almost kicked this guy's ass once.
I didn't.
I was so close.
Oh, God. Oh, sorry. I don't mean to be an asshole, but Michael Bierke says his mom died. Oh, well, shit. That's what you get for fucking with me, asshole. My demon friends took care of him for me.
Your mom died. That's what you get.
What a piece of shit.
That's crazy.
Now the only parent he got left is the one that picks on him. Oh my God, that is too perfect. That is too fucking perfect, man. You know what would have been better than Carl's mom dying is him dying himself. Boy, a lot of people from Valley City are gonna hate me for this, but I don't give a shit.
Fuck this guy.
I don't give a shit.
I agree. This Carl guy sounds horrible. Fuck that guy.
Doesn't that mean you'd want to be like friends with him?
No. I'm a sweet boy.
Shit. Oh. Oh my God, dude.
Okay. So that's Cobes. Might have went a little too far away from Sweet Boy in that video, but we know that was 2.5 years ago. Cobes has changed since then. Cobes has been centered. Cobes didn't, have a lifetime of life shit and then also break his cigarette roller in the same moment. Obviously, Cobes is going to lose it a little bit. That was too bad. But that's ancient history.
Yeah, clearly he doesn't act this way anymore. So
No. Cobes, sweet boy. Sweet boy.
It's not like you could have shot this video yesterday and it would have been just as believable.
Thick Soul in the fan chat says his chatterbait leaked yesterday. That's not something I need to know.
No.
If anybody wants to send us $14.34, $14.34, Magicus will take a shot of bitch-ass strawberry rum.
I've never had this one before. The coconut one's usually my go-to, but this one's interesting.
Yeah, coconut rum was made for like little girls on spring break, and then strawberry rum was made for the little girls that were too scared to go on spring break, so they sit at home and drink strawberry rum.
Yeah, you know what? Here's my fucking life lesson to everybody. Don't just drink alcohol to make yourself look cool. Drink alcohol that you actually fucking enjoy drinking. Because at least then, if you throw up later, then you'll be like, I at least had a good time before this happened.
Here's my life lesson to everybody: drink straight whiskey, nothing else, or you're a puss.
I did that already. It didn't end well for me.
Oh shit! What is this?
Look at this shit. What the fuck?
What the?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Lost a tire, right?
Tire blew out.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see what this is at.
Probably lost the whole tire. It's probably just grinding on the fuck.
Yeah.
On the
on the road.
Gone.
Stop.
No, he can't stop.
No,
I can't stop.
Look at the fucking hood of the car.
Yeah, it's
no.
That was a hit and run.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, this fucking front suspension is just all fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
They're like
the
tipping.
left tire is just like on the.
I like how this cameraman is staying with it pretty well. Like, that can't be smart either.
You saw a hit and run just randomly when you were streaming. That was crazy.
One of the craziest things I ever seen. I wish I had a camera on it. It was a car like this. I was driving. Well, first there was a squirrel crossing the road, and the squirrel was like missing every single car. It was a 6-lane road. There was so many cars going by, and the squirrel made it from one side to the other. I thought it was going to die like 4 or 5 times. Made it, and a car like this drove past. Car like this drove past, and one of their tires fell off the car, rolled down the hill, bounced up, bounced, and then slammed down, bop, and squished the squirrel. And I was like, after the squirrel had just dodged like 5 cars, I was like, it was the craziest thing I ever seen in my life. I don't know how that ever happens, but
I wanted to point out that he was doing the shot, but he did it like right away in the middle of your story.
Nice, Magicus. You're thirsty. Drink another shot just because you're thirsty. Don't hold back on yourself.
No, look, this whole fucking thing has like more in it. So
yeah, so
we're
you
good.
gotta
We're gonna
chase it,
pace
dude.
ourselves. It's just time.
You gotta chase it. You're gonna pace the chase. Well, thank you guys for getting Magicus another shot.
Yeah.
This one actually does taste good. It's new to me.
Man.
I mean,
Is there cops yet, or what? Like, what are they getting away from?
I feel like they're just drawing more attention to themselves at this point.
Yeah.
They probably don't realize that somebody's filming them right now, and they think that they're all fucking safe and everything.
Well, no, they're probably trying to get away. This exit?
I would assume anything's being filmed. Like, every person driving around them has a camera in their pocket, right? So I would not assume that.
Where's the Carter Center? John Lewis Freedom Parkway?
You know, Stabby, my drink actually is mixed with this stuff, so I've got the pineapple juice to go with it.
This is Atlanta.
Dude, this guy has to be drunk as fuck, like driving this car away.
No, it's Atlanta. They're probably getting away from a shady business deal. Simple as that.
Oh, God, this guy.
Yeah, much love to the fans. You know what I'm saying? Los just don't stop. Won't stop with the things.
With the
Y'all
things.
know, for reals though. Fuck boys. Continue to be in fear that I'm alive with the things. You know what I'm saying?
I know
For
what you're
reals
saying.
though. Much love
For
to
reals?
the fans. You know what I'm saying? Los gonna give
No,
y'all
I do
some
not know
shower
what you were
boxing.
saying.
I'm calling out 4 motherfuckers
Respect,
with
get
the
on the count,
things.
yeah.
You know, for reals though.
If he calls out
Heavyweight
Kevin Joseph
weight.
King right now, we have ourselves an actual Mania match.
Yep.
Things, you know what I'm saying? Straight up though, get him right there, right there, right there, right there. You know,
Oh, my
for real,
goodness.
right there. You know, straight up though, you know, they can't get the Los nowhere with them things. You know, still moving
Things.
all over with them things right there,
All over with them things.
right there, right there, right there. You know what I'm saying?
The belly button.
Yeah.
Straight up though, catching them all on their mistakes.
I think
with them
everybody
things.
watching right now would pay $50 for a seat at a boxing match with Crazy Logs
With the
versus Kevin
things.
Joseph King.
You know, back to right there. You know, this one to come in. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Come on, chunk. You don't want none. What them things right there.
What them
You know what I'm
things?
saying? I do what I just right there, right there. You know what I'm saying? Come on, fool. You know
Come
what I'm
on,
saying?
fool.
I'll make this ring. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
So little with them things. You know, I'm too big for it. With them things. You know, get it right there. Right there, right there. Come on, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Right there, right there, right there, right there. Why can't you hit me nowhere, chunk? You know what I'm saying? I do.
I think this guy knows like 20 words tops. That's it.
Doesn't need more. He can get the job done with 9.
20 very well.
Drop a straight ball with them
Catching
things.
that, you know what I'm saying? Come on, fool. You know what I'm saying?
I like how he's marching in place.
Right.
Ba-rum-pum-pum-pum with the fool.
It doesn't look like he's fighting as much as he's doing kind of a weird dance.
Straight up, though, you know, just die.
What is this all about? I don't get this
I think
part.
that's him.
It's him
his,
putting
like-
up his dukes. It's
Yeah.
his fighting stance.
Yeah.
This is a fighting stance?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Know what
with
I'm
them
saying?
things.
With the things.
Yeah.
He's with them things.
You know what I'm saying?
World. Why the
I'm
fuck do
familiar
you
with
fucking
like this
exist?
one, but not like this
No,
one.
bro.
Okay, so Magicus,
Know
were you
what I'm
ever
saying?
were you ever a child?
Something happened to
No,
Eduardo's
I was
mic
never a
where his
child.
shit got like
I
louder
was
than.
literally born like
I don't know
this.
why.
Yeah, Magicus, if you would have ever been a child, you would have known. There's this thing kids do where they use their imagination, and you see them, they're down on the ground, they're like, pew, 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 with their hands and stuff, but in their head, they're in the middle of like a crazy war zone. Like it just exists in their head. In this guy's head, he's shadow boxing Muhammad Ali. In his head, it's sick. He come with them things in his head.
So, you know what I'm saying? My ability, my body
So
is
he's
too
like real
good.
stealing this shit. I got it.
Yeah.
With them things here, right there, right there, right
them
there. Come on,
things.
chunk. You know what I'm saying? All over with them things, and y'all fucking knocked out with them things.
Y'all knocked out.
I think he just won his imaginary fight.
Everyone, please like the stream. Do us a favor and like the stream if you haven't already. Give us a like. I'm gonna take a moment to promo our Patreon. I don't know what's up, Eduardo, but like something's going on with your mic where like your typing is really loud. I don't know if your microphone changed to like a different microphone on your computer or something. But
No, shouldn't have.
your voice like randomly got like louder in your microphone. Like I don't know what happened.
And it sounds like you're like eating a bowl of Legos or something.
A bowl of
All right, let me try something real quick.
Sorry about that. All right.
No worries.
So we're encouraging everyone to sign up for our Patreon. If you're not already, you can do as low as $1. There's a lot of cool perks. And we have a goal. We want to do a 10-hour super bonus show with lots of cool stuff, lots of guests, stunts, like whatever we're gonna do. Whatever we're gonna do.
We're gonna do stunts.
Yeah. Like I'm gonna come crashing through the window on a motorcycle. Not really, but we can pretend, right? So we're just trying to get up to 5,500. There's no time limit on it. Whenever we get to it, that's when we're gonna do the 10-hour super bonus show. And we're gonna plan it way ahead of time, so it's got everything that we can do to make it special. As compared to our normal shows, like the normal formula, we'll mix it up and get a bunch of people in here all on one episode.
Are you gonna crash through the window on a motorcycle with them things?
With the things.
With the things.
Yeah. And by the way, I wanted to point out, for the longest time, the Patreon lens feature didn't work for me, but now it's back. So I actually posted some lens stuff today. I'm gonna start doing videos here and there, like when I'm working on stuff, or like if me and Billy go somewhere, we can post some stuff. It's for all the patrons, $25 and above. That's so the Patreon $25, you get the shirt and you get the lens stuff. If you want to see some behind the scenes stuff, I posted 2 things really quick, and yeah, we're up to 510 patrons, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I actually posted a video of my new setup here, so you guys can see it.
With them
Check it out.
things.
Patreon.com/DP. Sign up.
Sign up with them things.
Here's Trumpster Bob.
He was in my DMs last night trying to get me to do a butthole challenge.
Interesting.
I ignored it.
Check this out because he talks about us here.
Yeah, there is a clicking sound in there.
Yes, there is.
Well, that's my fan. I need to do something about that, don't I?
His fan is loud. I don't know if it's a computer fan or what.
See what he
His
expects.
only fan.
I mean, you know, you want better streams out of me, you're just going to have to donate some money to me.
That's fair.
So I go
Why
buy
would
better-
anyone donate money to you when you live in that palatial estate?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
PC, and then you won't hear any clicking. How about that?
Sell the piano in the back. I'm sure that's
There's
worth
some dude named
what,
John that
several
called me.
$1,000s.
Okay. Listen to this because this fits into a video we watched or a recording rather. Remember the call, the DP fan that called Trumpster Bob.
There's some dude named John that called me today.
He thinks it's real.
And apparently his teenage daughter has been watching DP, the Drunken Peasants show.
Wasn't it a different DP though? Didn't we come to? It was like the detained policeman or something.
Well, no, no, that's not what happened at all. There was a problem with the old vanity URL where it takes you to like a different place. I can't remember the name of it right now, but that's what he was talking about, like the Discord.
About it. And the reason he called me is because she had put my phone number in her cell phone. So he's calling all these people to find out who's talking to his daughter and what are they talking to her about. Because I guess he don't like the liberal impression that
I think it's really cold there because his teeth are chattering.
forming in her mind. And most of which probably comes out of pure stupidity and ignorance like it always does. And so we had a good little talk. Yeah. And don't worry, Ben and Billy, I let him know exactly who the hell you two are.
Oh, thank you. Good guy, Trumpster Bob.
I had a recent hallucination
Yes!
where running tap water was criticizing me, so I told
You gotta
it to
wait,
fuck off
Magicus,
before shutting
wait.
the tap off.
No, that's the regular one. That's not the straight one.
Oh, here comes another one.
I don't think we can do a St. Patrick's Day stream tomorrow. We got to do a stream.
I'm doing tap tomorrow.
Trumpster Bab said your fan no and things ha do ken muck lover fan thou kem kjk is king th.
Thank you, Kilo Jack.
THRHTR.
Yes. Now it's time for you to take a shot, Magicus.
All right, let me see if I can put you on
Too late
full
now.
screen.
Magicus is just bottle chugging.
Damn it.
Magicus.
There we go. We're off to a good start.
Yes, we are, Magicus. You take terrible direction.
Yeah.
How you feeling? You wasted?
We're
A whole
getting
lot
there.
closer to you than I do. I'd be worried about him. He's the kind of guy, he doesn't give a damn about calling the cops. You understand where I'm coming from?
Why would
I understand?
Why would someone call the cops because someone watches something on the internet?
Well, he's not saying that he'd call the cops anyways.
But why would he call the cops? I don't get it.
He's saying he wouldn't call the
How?
cops.
On like what grounds could he call the cops?
He'd show up and give you a Texas-style whooping.
I thought that was interesting.
It was also bullshit. One of our fans
piece of
messing
crap.
with you, but
Ben over at
interesting.
Drunken Peasants come over to my live stream and taught me to go over to his live stream. And
I never did that. When did I go to
don't
his
know,
live
Ben.
stream and talk him into? I never did that. I
If
legit.
there's one
never
thing
did
I
that.
know about Trumpster Bob is he's never wrong.
that's all fine and dandy. And then you go look up who the guy is and find out he's a sawed-off communist, pro-communist liberal. And then you get on his Discord and there ain't nothing over there but transvestite cartoons.
I see. Trumpster Bob still hasn't figured out how to get outside of the not safe for work zone. In our Discord, that's where he posts all the links to his shows and his streams in the not safe for work section.
Hilarious. I never go in there.
Yeah,
so,
I don't go in there either. It's-
Someone must have tagged him in there, and then he ended up in there.
there is a lot of trans porn in there. I've noticed. It's cartoon dicks
That is
and
so
stuff.
weird. You know,
but that said, Trumpster Bob does not understand Discord has multiple rooms.
Right. So he's stuck in the one room.
some new
You go into
chick or-
NSFW, you fucking deserve whatever you find there.
They actually got pictures of some real transvestite that's growing up there now.
Transvestite.
It really, I guess, up top in their minds looks like a girl.
Dude, girls don't even look like girls anymore.
Sick people. That's what they are.
We are sick. Here's some cringe. Let's see.
Reading funny memes, part 11, Among Us edition. What you got there? A smoothie. Yeah, I know you're sus. Crewmates when I'm the imposter. Crewmates when someone else is the imposter. Yeah, you always think it's me, but turns out it was somebody else.
What is going on
Judge.
the left with the guy that's acting like he's tied up?
I think he's like being forced to listen to the cringe memes against his will.
Yeah, he's showing that he's being tortured by this video.
You'll be excused. Blue, why? Judge, I don't know. You seem kind of sus.
Okay, it didn't say excused, it said executed.
Yes. Yes, you're right, Magicus.
And the person who killed me in Among Us say it wasn't him. Yeah, it was you, buddy. I knew it was you. I just don't feel like I fit in, you know? Yeah, of course. Red is sus. Why do people always assume it's gotta be Red, even though it's not him?
Good question. Good question, friendo. You're asking the hard questions.
They're doused in the blood of the person they just killed. That's why they're red.
Yeah.
Hello, my friends. Roger Mudfossil University once again dismissed as simply a carved or whatever, you know, cartoon type head. Well, I look a little deeper, and that puppy was quite likely breathing oxygen at one point in time. I'm going to show you why I make that statement. All right, this is the way the cracks are in the back of the head.
Obvious
And this is
oxygen
the top
cracks.
of the head, and this is the back of the head. And all these pock marks, that's all natural biology. This is not something I don't understand.
Yeah, that could never be a rock
this is the head
formation.
completely dried out. You could see the eye.
Is he saying this is like a real reptilian head?
Yes.
It's like a
from-
fossilized
This
reptilian
is like
head.
a Nephilim reptilian giant head.
Iris of the eye, and this, I understand all of these little cavities. That is what's called areolar tissue. Now, the
Areola
head
tissue?
Stunningly
was
stupid.
something
The
that
areola
was, you
tissue
could
is a
see
little
there's
lower,
pattern.
Papa.
Boom, 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 boom. Something was growing out of this, and there is a naga that has hair growing out of these, the same exact.
No, there is not a naga because they're not real.
Are we allowed to say that word?
area. And I see things as very similar here and there going down the back, whether they were, I don't know exactly what to think about that, to be perfectly honest with you, but when I look back at some of the ancient descriptions of these things, and very similar. Now, let's just go right down through them. I got a ton of stuff from Kim. All right, that's the one on the outside where, see how it's so much different now that it's wet and outside?
It kind of just looks like a statue, like a sculpture of some
Yes,
sort.
that's of course what all humanity thinks it is, except this guy, who thinks
How
it's
has
a
he never seen a
gigantic
rock like this?
Naga skull.
All that growing on there
looks
right
like a
now.
stone.
That's bacteria and thing growing on the tissues that were inside this creature's body. When it dries out dry, they go away. Let's see, what we got here? All right, see, dry as a bone now. And you can't see any of that stuff. All right, but here's
So
the
what
head
about the eyes?
dress.
Why are they
And I'm
also
sure there
bone?
was something around that head that...
Yeah, I mean, shouldn't there be holes where the actual eyes went?
I mean, you would think that, but this is obviously petrified Naga giant skull.
In the Dragonlance books, when there were these reptilians called Draconians, and when they died, they turned to stone.
No.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah, that's what's
I mean,
going on here.
It's so unbelievably defined Now, is that a hood, a cobra hood? I don't know. I have no
So
clue. But I looked at this
unbelievably
very
defined.
carefully, and I can tell you what, this thing was alive, in my estimation.
Yeah,
Now, here
thanks
it is
for your
outside
estimation,
again.
Papa.
And you see how the blood is, that's where your jaw attaches, and you have a lot of blood. The eyebrow area, there's a lot.
He's talking about the areas where the blood has collected, obviously, not because they're the indented areas that don't get washed out to rain as easily, because they're not completely exposed to the rain like the rest of the body parts of the head is. That's not why it's darker there, because they're indented crevices that they're harder to rinse out by rainwater. No, that's not why. It's because that's where the blood comes from, Magicus.
Biology.
General
going on.
Bartok brings up a good point. Like, what would he say about a garden gnome? It's like, oh no, garden gnome, that was definitely alive.
No, 100% all garden gnomes are just nature's dildos.
There, and it is underneath, and it is shadowed too, so they probably grow more in that area. But anytime you see moss and lichen and all that, it's growing on different types of blood. And here.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done with it.
What, Ben?
I'm done.
You're worried we're
I'm done.
exposing the truth and the reptilians are going to shut the show down?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, then let's stop.
I saw this earlier and I laughed super hard. This the title of this is Incredible Kung Fu Master. So this guy in the suit here is supposed to be a Kung Fu master.
Is he coming with them things?
All right. Well, first of all,
Look at-
you
watch
should probably
this.
not do kung fu.
Whoa! Okay. Seriously, this.
Oots. Whoa!
He's getting a round of applause for it.
Yes.
His acting is worse than Steven Seagal.
This is Steven Seagal's counterpart.
He's smiling.
Patty cakes, bakers.
Seriously.
You laugh, Ben, but you don't know how this works.
How much did they get paid to do this?
Nothing.
That's what I wanna know.
These men are trained in an art form. Okay.
What?
And this man has the counter art form. His body is so tense and so strong. All of their force ripples off of this man's incredible statuesque physique, and they fly backwards. His chi is so far aligned.
No, he threw that guy
Yep.
all the way
That's all
across
it
the
takes.
room.
That's all it takes.
All he did was move his arm. How does he do that?
It's not
Whoa,
about. He
look how
takes
far
their
that guy
force.
flew.
He
How did
takes
he
their
do
force
that?
and he stops it, and immediately it goes back into them. It's the law of force, Ben. This is
How
scientific.
did he do that?
It's science, Ben.
He's a Saiyan, all right? Saiyans have incredible strength. That's why.
Look at this.
Yep. This is beautiful. Yep.
He's lucky he didn't, or they're lucky he didn't just throw them all through the wall. He could have done it.
Nah, it's not how this works. Yes. With them tangs.
Why isn't this guy like UFC champion?
It's a different type of fighting.
Yeah,
With
it's
them
definitely
tangs.
different. Look at this. What is this? It looks
It's
like
with them tangs, Ben. Yes, with them tangs.
I can get him disrespecting their fucking art, but why is the entire crowd of people around him like, yay, martial arts is
Yeah.
yay.
With them thangs. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
This has to be a cult.
No, this is legit.
Nah, man. This has to be a cult.
I mean, just because you don't understand it doesn't mean it's not legit. Yes, this is
I
beautiful.
admit that I could be wrong, all right? But I don't think I...
You see these moves? He's with them things.
Why does he have to be wearing a suit?
He gets to wear a suit.
So pathetic.
Is he running
He's the
for mayor?
Grand Master.
Garbage.
It's like the worst fucking attire to even do this sort of stuff in.
This is like this is like people laughing at a dragon. You're laughing at a dragon because you don't understand its magic. It's a giant lizard. It flies through the sky. It's so stupid. It's amazing.
Are they
Absolutely
training him
amazing.
to get his white belt or something? Is that why they're going at like a 1 out of 10?
He reminds me of that one Japanese wrestler. Was it Nakamura? Like his arm movements that he's doing.
Yeah, Nakamura did a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh yeah, that's also a good point.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Do you think Jared Genesis could take this guy?
No, of course not.
No,
Not
absolutely
even close. No.
It's beautiful. This man's a real king. He's up there with Kevin Joseph and Cobra JFS.
So we're gonna move on in just a moment here to the next segment. We're gonna read through everything through the Streamlabs. One last time, I'm gonna plug this because we're trying to reach this goal to get the Super Show. Please sign up. Look, we've got 609 exclusive posts on here. You can binge watch so many episodes on here. It's insane. I think so 73 private shows, 239 post shows, 39 reviews, 11 vlogs. I stopped posting podcasts on there just to not not to dilute everything that's on the actual paid content. So we're offering more perks now than ever before. So if you want to help support the show, you could do as little as $1 and you can get into the chat that's on the screen.
And $100 gets you on the screen with us right here, right now.
Like these guys. And we're just trying to hit $5,500. We got significantly closer than we were the first time we announced this 2 days ago or 3 days ago, whatever.
Join the club.
Do us a favor, sign up.
Grabs if they start 25.
What was that?
Is the T-shirt still up for grabs if they do the 25 for the 3 months?
Yes. Yeah, that's up there, and the lens stuff is up there. So I can see how many people watched the lens, and like, I guess it gives me like the total dollar value amount of like the lens that I published, like how many people from each group combined watched that lens clip.
All right. Kilo Jack gave us some big love. 47D said, are you doing a special Wednesday stream tomorrow for St. Patrick's Day? That will be on the BENPAI channel.
Yeah.
The Tap Show. It'd be great to drink with you tomorrow since I can't go to the bar just yet. Yeah, watch Tap tomorrow. Tune into Tap or, get wasted with Benjamin. I think that your mic, Eduardo, is picking up your breathing right now. Just a heads up.
No, sorry about that.
Somehow it just got like boosted. I would
Yeah,
say
it's
maybe
very
go into
interesting.
Skype and turn your your mic volume down,
Yeah,
and
you
that
just,
should be
you
fine.
just sound a little like Darth Vader. Not a big deal. Chris Xavier said the big love Money Dono. Thank you, Chris. Shaggy Games said, are you guys going to play Magic cards on stream? Wouldn't that be fun? Bayer of Gaming said, what do you guys think of the Tom and Jerry movie on HBO Max? Haven't
Have not
watched
seen
it. Have not watched
I was thinking
it.
about getting HBO Max just to watch the newer South Park thing.
Yeah, it's good. They have a lot of the Studio Ghibli films there. Oh, is that a good card, Magicus?
Oh, it's a Merfolk that I got from one of the collector's boosters.
Yeah, I have one foil like that. Boom.
Damn.
Mythic Templar said, sorry, it's good propaganda. Mythic Templar also gave us that big money, honey. Thick Soul gave us that 666, and DJ Stens again at the beginning kicked us off with the first $2 of the night. Thank you guys for giving us $200. Magicus is going to take shots at every $50 level of the goal that we meet.
Yeah.
So if we get to 150, another shot, we get to 300. 4 more shots, right? 3, I can't count. That's 4 more shots.
I'm not putting a limit on this, so however fucking high we go is how many shots
Cool.
we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like a lot of people are probably getting stimulus tomorrow, so if you want to do us a solid.
Some people have started getting it already.
Oh, cool.
This past weekend.
I'm not saying you should, but you could.
You should go slimmy with the
little
stimmy.
bit from that stimulus. You can stimulate our economy.
If you sign up for like the Patreon for an entire year, you do get a little discount on it. So
that's true.
Tristan McCoy Clemens says, sorry for calling you fat when I was talking with T-Bob Billy. Big love. Say hi to my cat. Hi, cat.
What else we got? Was that all the donos?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so feel free to chip in if you can. Also, send in your bats. Bats are worth like $1 right now. You should download the Brave browser because the Brave browser pays you a cryptocurrency that's actually more than $1 right now. That's crazy because it used to be like pennies. So it's worth downloading the browser. We have a link in the description. It'll give you crypto that you can give to your favorite creators. It's pretty awesome. It's proven to be a lasting thing, which is awesome. Let's do... We don't have too much news, but we got a little bit. So I'll just get that pulled up. Eduardo vanished again.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. That was Alan's dog.
Oh, no. Consa.
Not Zeus.
Is the Red Hood considered a criminal or a vigilante? I don't even know where that's from, Barry.
I think he's like an anti-hero.
I don't even know who that is.
He's like Deadpool, I think. Right?
He taught me, sir. It got me so humiliated.
Discriminating against wolves? Wow. They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
And you better well learn to love it.
And you better well learn to love it.
It's a good intro.
Here's that crazy, what's her name? Marjorie Taylor Greene?
Yeah.
Oh, no, please. No, not MTG. It's the bad MTG.
Check this out.
Thank you. As we convene this week, I would like to ask all of my fellow colleagues and members of the 117th Congress to reflect on the words right there on the wall. In God we trust. God created us male and female. In his image, he created us.
Created us male and female in his image.
It's amazing how wrong she is in like fucking not even 10 seconds of speaking.
The equality
He's already said like 4 things wrong.
Act that we are to vote on this week destroys God's creation. It also completely annihilates women's rights and religious freedoms.
Hey,
it can be handled
just
completely.
got my hands on some copies of Gisela, Blade of Gold Knight. Super useful
Yeah.
for red/white knight.
That card's really awesome.
Nice.
I like that.
We might have to just start doing magic cards all the time on the show. Oh, my God.
different to stop
Good stuff.
discrimination
The Magic
without
Card
destroying
Podcast.
women's rights, little girls' rights in sports, and religious freedoms.
How does this do that?
Violating.
Oh, I know, because trans girls that were born male will get to compete. I think that's why she's saying this.
Isn't getting rid of women's rights like the thing that her party likes to do, though?
Right, but she's flipping it.
And
She's trying
everything
to flip
that
it.
we hold dear in God's creation. As we're reflecting on the 500,000 people that have died with COVID-19, I would like to remind everyone that over 62 million people have been murdered in the womb in our country.
Oh, you
and our
want to
tax
remind
dollars
us?
that many times have funded.
I want to remind you at the beginning of this little speech you're giving, Marjorie Taylor Greene, you said God made us in his and her image. You said God was 2 genders at the beginning of your speech. If you can't even get that right in the first 10 seconds of your speech, I give a fuck about the 60 million plus babies that have been aborted, like you ever gave about the ones that weren't aborted, you fucking cunt. Tree singing legend.
This is an evil that should not exist
Good save.
in our land. And I ask that all the members of Congress stop.
You hear the gavel?
Was that a gavel?
Yeah.
I thought it was some noise on Eduardo's side.
I thought it was a gavel. I don't know.
It's either a gavel or Eduardo's eating another bowl of Legos. I hope we get him back soon. I miss him.
They probably taste good because they're so colorful.
You'd think, right?
Yeah.
Legos tick all the boxes of being delicious. They crunch. They're colorful. Kids love them.
How many of them did you try to eat? Those must be hard to poop out.
Yes.
Have you ever, there is like actual candy that's shaped like Legos you can buy.
I believe it. I believe it. Because so many
course.
people have looked at them and some people have actually chewed on them.
Well, they're candy that you can stack like Legos, right? They're little sugar candies. They're made for being candy and Legos.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to try and do Drunken Idol this Friday. Have we gotten more submissions? I've talked to a few people about it.
I submitted one right before the show.
Okay, so it's all in the actual Mania folder?
Terrible.
Because we need at least 8 to compete.
We might have
fucking awful.
But how many songs from each person?
3 from each person.
3 from each person.
I can't sing. I can barely sing one song. Let alone
Sing 2 more, Magicus. Sing 2 more.
Dude, there's.
Can you do Total Eclipse of the Heart?
Like 0 songs.
Here's the thing: if you only send one in, then we're just gonna make sure you get voted out first round.
Dude, I should be voted out first. I suck.
It's gonna be great. I have a feeling that the vote might go to the worst singers.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, there's no rules.
I might have a chance then.
You could win. You could win.
So you should send in your second and third songs, or else you're gonna have your first song go up against new people's new songs. And you really want that to happen? You want to try and be a one-trick pony?
Oh God!
Here's a news story about in Kentucky they want to make it illegal to taunt a police officer.
Yeah, because free speech. This is the party of free speech, right?
Tomorrow, and this is expected to remain peaceful, but in the past, protesters and police have clashed. Now, a Kentucky lawmaker wants to make it illegal for people to insult or taunt police in Kentucky. On the night before the memorial downtown, the night team's L. Smith is getting reaction.
For nearly a year, Jefferson Square Park has been the beating heart of the Breonna Taylor protest. Protesters gathered here over the summer calling for justice and rallying for change. And in the wake of those protests, the Kentucky Senate has passed a bill that would make it a crime to insult or taunt a police officer.
Insult.
During the summer of 2020, Louisville was the home to civil unrest, protest, and sometimes heated confrontations with police.
The rioting that was destroying that city, people getting hurt, deaths, things that just aren't appropriate in our Commonwealth.
Enter Senate Bill 211, sponsored by retired police officer Senator Danny Carroll. Under the bill, anyone who accosts, insults, taunts, or challenges a law enforcement officer in a way that could invoke a violent response would be guilty of...
In a way that could invoke a violent response?
Yeah, yeah.
So, look,
That's so
guys,
subjective.
if you say something to a cop that makes him want to beat the trash out of you, you're going to jail. What?
Pretty much.
What? You mean a cop that's already breaking his duty by putting his hands on a damn citizen that's not breaking the law? And now, okay, here's the deal. When they put their hands on you, it's because you said something naughty and made them want to hit you, so now you're going to jail.
A misdemeanor.
It is not anyone's right to riot, to terrorize our people, to destroy our businesses, to try to burn down our
city.
city.
Our fucking right to riot. We at this point, how else are we going to accomplish change?
Or how about this? If they're rioting, catch the rioters. Deal with the rioters. Don't deal with the people that are like F you, P-I-G-G.
I am not
The
telling
bill
people
has
to riot, by the way. Don't do that.
Ignited conversations across the Commonwealth on both sides. Ryan.
Yeah, I remember when they had the one protest in Bellevue. All the cops were watching the protesters while looters broke into the mall. There was no one watching the mall. They went in. All the cops were focused on the crowd of protesters. Meanwhile, over at the mall, Like a couple people, a few dozen people broke into the mall and stole a bunch of stuff.
I don't hate police, by the way. Stabby Hugs, who's always saying negative stuff to me, which makes me think that you're really my biggest fan because you don't know how to express your love, so you express it in a negative way like a little child would do at school, hitting on his crush by picking boogers and flicking them at her. But I don't hate police. I do think a lot of police are weak-minded little dick motherfuckers, though. But I don't hate the majority of police. A lot of them are really good guys. And then a lot of them are little dick motherfuckers.
I know some cops that are actually like cool people, but like as an institution, the police fucking suck.
Yeah, but as a country, we fucking suck, and we institutionalize the police for a reason.
That's also true.
It's all part of the bigger program.
Of Governmental Affairs for the Kentucky FOP believes it is necessary to make sure protests don't get out of hand.
We look at it as, again, a way to protect protesters and people that are down wherever they're peacefully protesting at, being able to have something that an officer can come.
Why do I feel like this guy got dressed up to go to the Sunday buffet? This is his buffet tie, right? Am I?
He looks like one of those fucking Christian preacher guys that like are those three guys that are like sitting around.
The one that looks like Kalo, yeah.
Come in and remove that person from the situation.
But critics like the American Civil Liberties Union say it is infringement on freedom of speech.
Bedrock principle of our Constitution, of our democracy, that people can challenge police action even if they challenge it using offensive or insulting speech.
Could we have gotten somebody a little more, cool to say that? They felt like the least cool guy.
He's like, well, it's all right to tell cops
he doesn't sound cool.
He doesn't seem cool at all.
The proposal also increases penalties for rioting.
His message was
for
cool.
instance, those charged with rioting would be required to be held for a minimum of 48 hours. High school student Desiree Hill was out in Jefferson Square last summer protesting the death of Breonna Taylor. She believes the bill is specifically targeting those protesting in Louisville.
We should be able to say what we want to the police, no matter how much more power they have over us.
Is her mask on upside down?
I didn't know.
I'm pretty sure her mask was on upside down.
With only 4 days
left.
left.
I don't give a fuck if it's on upside down. As long as it's covering their nose and their fucking mouth, I don't care. That's good enough.
I was looking at her mask. I was like, how'd she get a pink one? I don't ever see pink ones like that. And then I'm like, wait, is that thing upside down? And then I realized I missed her whole message.
Session. For WHAS 11 News, I'm Elle Smith.
Fuck. I just gotta say, if there's a cop at my protest, I am not gonna feel safer from them being there.
Oh, you know what? Sorry. Keep going.
No, if anything, if the police show up to my protest, I'm going to feel less safe than I was before. So, like, that's not fucking solving the problem.
You tell him, Magicus. You tell him.
Someone sent me this story. Apparently, Corn Pop confirmed person.
William Morris.
Oh man.
Corn Pop and Biden's story was real. Well, yes. Did we think Biden lied about that?
I don't know.
Was that what we got out of that story? It was a big lie? I was like, oh my God, Biden's psycho.
I think
you have to, look at that picture. That is exactly who you fucking imagine Corn Pop to be.
I think he might be dead too.
Well, did Biden actually beat him with a chain and let that part out of the story?
No, he's just old. He was old.
An old, fairly bizarre story that Joe Biden told at a public event about showdown with a razor-wielding gang member named Corn Pop at a Delaware pool. At a Delaware pool is going viral on Twitter, but the story has circulated in Wilmington for years, and there really was a man with that name. Biden was a lifeguard at the integrated pool in 1962. In the video, which you can watch later in this article, Biden says, "This was the diving board area, and I was one of the guards. Corn Pop was a bad dude, and he ran with a bunch of bad boys. Back in those days, you see how things have
Did you know
changed?"
that if you are the spouse or child of a police officer, you're statistically at a greater risk of spousal/child abuse, being more likely to be a victim of battery than if your spouse/parent is of any other occupation?
Yes, and one of the great things about that is that the police will also protect you as a police officer when you're in that situation because of those numbers. It's great. Magicus, time for another shitty shot.
I think we're going to wait till Ben gets back. We'll do it the right way this time.
Oh my God, now you want to have some
decorum.
decorum.
Yeah, look, third time's the charm, okay?
Now you want to have some decorum. All right.
Yeah, we do this right.
You see how things have changed? If you used pomade in your hair, you had to wear a bathing cap. Biden said Corn Pop was up on the board and wouldn't listen to him. He told him to get off the board or we'll have to drag him off. He also called him Esther, a reference to Esther Williams. By Biden's recollection, Corn Pop said, "I'll meet you outside." Biden said he parked his car outside the gate and Corn Pop said, "I'll be waiting for you." He was waiting with 3 guys with straight razors, said the former vice president, who was in college at the time. Not a joke, said Biden, who made the comments 2 years ago when the Brown Burton Winchester Park in Wilmington, Delaware was renamed the Joseph B. Biden Jr. Aquatic Center. Although some are ridiculing Biden for this story on social media, there's a lot of evidence that the substance of it is true. Were we really ever questioning that it was a lie? It was batshit insanity that he thought it was appropriate to tell that story at the freaking pool full of kids. I didn't once think this is a lie. I thought this is a freaking insane.
Dude, it was batshit insanity for him to think that anything that he said in that entire fucking video was like appropriate to say there.
Yeah. Here's what you need. I just love
the part. It was like, yeah, I threatened to beat a minority with a fucking steel chain.
Yeah. This is the great title. Here's what you need to know. If this article was honest, it would say, here's what you need to know. Biden's fucking crazy. But no, it says, here's what you need to know. Biden says he confronted Corn Pop with a chain, and a former Delaware NAACP president confirmed Biden stood his ground. Eddie Zipperer. This is bizarre. Here's Joe Biden telling the story of his face-off with a gang of razor-wielding ne'er-do-wells led by a guy named Corn Pop. Biden said a friend cut off part of a chain at the pool and told Biden to tell Corn Pop, "You may cut me, man, but I'm going to wrap this chain around your head." I said, "You're kidding me," recalled Biden. His friend told him, "If you don't come back." And he was right, Biden recounted. I walked out with the chain. I walked up to my car. In those days, remember the straight razors? You'd bang them on the curb, get them rusty, bang them on a rain barrel, get them rusty. I looked at him, but I was smart then. I said, first of all, when I tell you to get off the board, you get off the board, and I'll kick you out again. But I shouldn't have called you Esther Williams. I apologize. But I don't know if that apology is going to work. You apologize to me? Corn Pop asked. Biden said he told the gang member, "I apologize not for throwing you out, but for what I said." He said, okay, and closed the straight razor, and my heart started to beat again. The video was shared by a Daily Caller freelance contributor and has been viewed more than 2 million times. Others have backed up the tale, among them former state NAACP President Richard Mouse Smith. He said during the pool event that Corn Pop was indeed the leader of a gang called the Romans. He said that Biden was threatened by Corn Pop. Smith said in the above video, we had 3 or 4 gangs. He mentioned the Romans and said they came to the pool. The Romans were like the oldest gang compared to anything else, he said. People weren't supposed to bounce on the diving board. When Joe told Corn Pop to stop, to not bounce on the board, Joe used not only Esther, but also French language. At this point in the story, Smith laughed. He said that Corn Pop started instigating Joe, and Biden was told, he's going to cut you. Biden was threatened that he was going to get his ass whipped and was told not to come back to the pool, said Smith. Smith said the manager told Joe Biden to get help from the police. Joe got nervous but stood his ground, said Smith in the speech at the center. The Washington Post previously recounted the Corn Pop story in 2017, reporting that Biden was the only white lifeguard at the Price's Run swimming pool in Brown Burton Winchester Park, and he was one of the only white people there at
Okay,
the
thank you. Did you see that? Yeah, it's at 150.
Yeah, we waited for you to come back. Magicus's orders.
He learned his lesson, and he's ready.
Yeah. I'm a little I already said in the beginning of the show I'm dumb. All right, so that's not a question.
No, I didn't say that.
You're not dumb.
I said that. I told them I'm fucking stupid.
You're not dumb. Your opinions on mayonnaise and Miracle Whip are dumb.
Are we gonna start that
But
up
you're
again?
not dumb.
No, we are not.
All right, so I got to get Magicus on full screen, so I have to switch scenes really quick here.
I'm gonna pee.
You gonna pee? You gonna pee?
I know what my personal failings are, and sometimes it's my inability to listen or pay attention.
I'm gonna switch. So here's Eduardo. Yeah. I'm gonna switch to Magicus in a second here.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Enjoy
Here we
the
go.
limelight. All right,
There he is.
The fame. All right, chat. Here we go.
Salud, my friend. Salud.
All right, we're good. Still alive. You can see I have my drunken peasants.
Mickey Richards said Miracle Whip is a mental illness. Oh my god. Yeah, Magic is full screen. Look at that. Look at that epic goatee.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
magical cards.
every $50 level that we meet, we'll bring Magicus back up, and you get to watch him do that. And last time he got sick.
I did.
He was a
I had
sick
a
boy.
really bad-
Oh no, Eduardo's gone.
I'm gone again.
Went
Yeah, I'll
way
fix it.
fucking overboard in that cinnamon whiskey apple pie, and it was like terrible.
I don't know what happened, Eduardo, to your like your audio, but like you're just like everything's like way louder than before.
Really? Because
That's a little
everything
better.
seems fine on my end.
Huh? Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, my drunk power level is rising. It would go up faster, but I don't have any Klingon blood wine.
Klingon blood wine. How about Romulan ale? Everyone in Star Trek talks about Romulan ale like it's this, illegal item, and they all get wasted and have horrible hangovers on it.
Well, they're not they don't really have access to it, right? Because like
Right, they
Romulus
drink
doesn't-
synthahol, which is weird because it doesn't get them drunk, but they're always like having like cocktails, but I guess it doesn't get them drunk. I don't understand the concept of it.
It just like tastes like alcohol, but it's not actually alcohol.
Why would you want it then?
That is a fantastic fucking question, but
Like if it doesn't, alcohol is like a taste you like acquire. It does not taste good naturally. You have to like get used to the taste of it. And I wouldn't drink a drink that tasted like alcohol if it didn't have actual alcohol.
right, yeah, like alcohol fucking tastes terrible, but getting drunk is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, you acquire a taste over time, and then it does taste good to you eventually.
There's certain ones that like I really like apple ales a lot. They're very good.
There's General Martok sharing that they like Bajoran spring wine. So I would trust a Klingon more than anyone else here.
Mm-hmm.
What say you?
I don't speak nerd.
You don't speak
Billy's
nerd.
not cool
I think
enough
you
to watch
do.
Deep Space Nine.
All he speaks is magic.
Magic is nerd stuff.
Not nerd stuff. It's cool
Yeah,
stuff.
I do Magic cards and Star Trek because I'm fucking both kinds of awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's all the news we have. So we're gonna move on to the next segment.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's very boring with Biden as president.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
Is it though? Like, it's not really boring so much as fucking disappointing.
With the things.
With the things.
Oh, you see what you did there? 169.69.
Yeah.
No, it's 21-21.
What the things?
Wow.
God damn it.
Oh, don't touch me. Don't touch me. DP, are they going to touch me?
touch me? I love that. That is an amazing intro.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So we're gonna watch. I think maybe throughout the years, maybe at least once we've played this person's videos before, but I haven't really focused on them that much. But they're kind of like the Vigilant Christian a little bit.
If you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in,
I'm already
but you couldn't figure out just what it was, then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality.
Why is he wearing a diaper?
Beginning of time, but not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up.
He pooped himself. The Baphomet pooped himself.
Baphomet, sure.
I like
really big poop.
They're in Hollywood
The size
too.
of it, behemoth.
Because this is a call for an uprising.
A Call for an Uprising is the name of the channel.
Is that Billie Eilish?
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to
What a cute
today's
outfit.
show. I'm sorry to do this to everyone out there. I don't feel so great. I know I say that all the time. There's a lot going on in my world, but I hate to make everyone else out there feel sick too. Now, I have other things going on, so this is more like feel sick to your stomach kind of sick. But the Grammys were last night, and I had planned on doing a video on the Grammys, but I promised myself I wouldn't watch the Grammys. I'd only watch the clips of the performances on YouTube and get through what I could without hurling on myself because, well, one, I mean, I'm going to run out of clothes, I guess, at some point because these people make me so violently ill, and there's not enough Imodium in the world to keep it contained on the other end.
Sounds like a personal problem, dude. Go check yourself into a hospital. Don't make YouTube videos. This thing makes me so sick.
I'm gonna make a video about it.
Yeah.
Keep talking about it.
Yeah, you liar.
Watching some of this. But again, this was a giant ritual like we always see. We see the same signs, the same symbols, the same magic circles, moons, performances from the moons, and this was just...
He's just tired of making the same video over and over and over again. That's what this is about.
Giant witchcraft performance is what it was. It was giant. It was a giant celebration, I guess, of the witches. And what could possibly be the only thing that is laughable about it, for those of us who have a sense of humor, is that how much these social influencers like Taylor Swift and everyone else, Beyonce, you know, maybe Beyonce hasn't said anything, but I mean, all of these people, right, push the mask on everyone, right? None of these people really, right?
The mask.
Right. The only laughable thing about this fucking like witchcraft shit is that, you know, witchcraft isn't real and it doesn't work. And the thing is, if witchcraft was real and it did work, I would totally fucking support the shit out of it. Like that would be the thing for me, but like it's not real, so fuck.
Mastering their performances, and they're within 6 feet of people. They're not social distancing, so but you know, it doesn't apply to them because it's art for the time being.
No, because they got tested before all this. Like they got testing. The people can't afford testing, and it is kind of sick that, you know, everyday people can't afford testing, but these special events that are big money can, and they do.
It's also kind of sick that not everyone, like not even close to everyone's been vaccinated yet.
They're saying by May.
That's pretty sick.
They're saying, but that's still another month and a half.
I think it's logistics, getting it out there and getting it into the right hands. There's been a lot of biffs.
Well, now they're approving even people like dentists and stuff like that to give the vaccination. So,
that's cool.
Yeah, anyone who has experience with that sort of thing.
Fart art. Now, where do you start with an event like this? Well, there's the obvious stuff. The eye symbolism, the transhumanism. Should we start with the LGBTQZBYWAGS W123?
Yeah, start with that, you jackass.
Nice. Jeff C. would say. Should we start with that? Good one. Because really, that was the sickest thing that I saw, and I don't...
Oh, was that is that what makes you sick? This makes you sick? Because this makes me a little hard, dude. I'm working with half a chub right now.
Like halfway there. If I could stand to see a little more of this.
I guess younger guys and stuff, they write on my videos.
Make you sick?
Like, you don't... Oh, boy, Call. You don't like women, right? I mean, this is what women are now?
No.
What is this?
This is what some women are.
Aren't they famous women, like famous musicians?
I would take these women right here over a man like you every day of the week, even if I was gay. Especially if I was gay.
This is attractive to men. This is one of the most repulsive things I've ever seen. And of course, this is allowed to be on national TV in prime time. Of course, this is also allowed on YouTube. This video is trending on YouTube called WAP. Now, I don't expect any of you out there to know what that means.
Good.
I'm sure some of you do. I had no idea.
I'm sure none of you have ever seen or handled a WAP before.
I mean, I expect him not to know.
Wow, first we were watching the Looney Tunes do some very distasteful cartoons featuring Italians, and now Billy the Fridge here is saying an ethnic slur for Italians. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
I'm disgusted.
And it's not because I'm clueless. I mean, they just start making up these, and they initial everything. You can't even keep track of this stuff. But I found out a little while ago because I was going to do a video on this, but I was so repulsed I couldn't. But I have to now because it happened during the Grammys, and a lot of teens and a lot of kids were watching it. WAP stands for, ready? Say it with me.
Without papers?
The second word is as, but you can add an S to that.
Ass.
And the third word is the women's private region. Now, I'm not afraid to
say it. Can you please say it
P
for
word.
me?
Oh. Her P word.
Her wet ass P word.
Say those words, but out of respect for the audience, for anyone who has children listening, I'm not. And two, because I don't even know what you can and can't say on YouTube anymore, but it's repulsive.
No kids are listening to
So
this.
that's what the song stands for. That's being nominated for a Grammy, that they're performing at the Grammys. We've gone from, and look, all of these people have always been on the other side, unfortunately, okay? It's just the truth. People like Frank Sinatra, I know people go, oh, Frank Sinatra. Look, I listened to bands like Journey when I was younger. I don't listen to anything really anymore.
Good.
Was Journey satanic too?
Because the only thing that sometimes if you hear a song, it might bring up an old memory of something with family or somewhere you were, someone you were dating, which might bring up a good memory. But these people are all in on it. But Frank Sinatra, I mean, come on, hanging out with Sammy Davis hanging out with Anton LaVey, part of the satanic church.
Anton LaVey.
Oh no! No, thank you. No, thank you. But look how music, where it's come from, at least as far as what people are willing to accept. You're going from like Strangers in the Night, New York, to WAP. Okay? And not only do you get that, but you get what I guess you would call some type of, I think they call, well, for men we would call, call it something along the lines of that highway that's made of Hershey Kisses. But for women, I guess it's some type of thing about running with scissors or something along those lines. They're doing this on stage, riding each other. And all you hear today is people are like, whoa, it was like watching a adult-rated film. And you're okay with this?
Yes, we're okay with this. Yes.
They're running with scissors.
Yes.
I've seen more risque stuff.
I don't even care if it's more risque. We're at a point right now where risque is okay. Go risque.
There's an agenda behind it.
The more we hide stuff, the more that we act like it doesn't exist, the more taboo, and the more the perversions are allowed to grow in the youthful mind. They see this and they get over it. They don't see this and they start doing weird shit in their adulthood because they never developed at a reasonable age. They didn't realize there was stuff in the world until they were so new to it as a freaking dumbass teenager. Now they got weird kinks.
Women doing it. And you're supposed to be aroused as a man.
We live in a fucking country where, like, most people are not making a living wage, and they're also on the brink of fucking getting evicted as soon as the protections run out for this shit. People need this right now. Just let them fucking enjoy one thing.
I'm repulsed. These creatures are disgusting. They're covered in tattoos. They have fingernails that are longer than Freddy Krueger.
Fingernail check.
These people, really what I feel
Tattoo
like most
check.
of these women are doing is they're starting to look like what
Benny's
demons
talking about you.
look like. Because when demons are presented or pulled over from, when the veil is lifted, which I don't care if people think that's crazy talk or not, they look like what the interpretation of
They
aliens
might look
is,
like
right?
your interpretation of demon, but you sound like my interpretation of demon, dude. You worry more about other people's life than your own. That's a problem to me. You're over here saying you're getting sick on yourself, covering yourself with vomit because this all makes you so sick. Take care of yourself. Turn the camera off. You got problems. Deal with your own problems. The world will go on without you, I promise.
Yeah.
Told us, this is what an alien looks like, right? I've always said, well, aliens are really demons. Well, whether you believe in aliens or you believe in demons.
No, no. Aliens would be like not demons are supernatural life forms, and aliens are supposed to be like, like us. Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe
like organic life forms.
But in his world, he's saying aliens are demons. And he believes in all this stuff. So
so it's almost like the prophets, the aliens that live in the wormhole.
Women are starting to look like that. And so are some men.
If demons are real, wouldn't they technically be aliens by definition because they don't live on Earth?
Kind of. Unless Earth was theirs and they let us live in it so they could torture us in their home.
So then we're the aliens.
But we're the cows. We're the cattle. We're the sheep.
Face work and all this stuff. It's repulsive. They have nails that are a foot long.
Who cares?
Could you imagine that?
No, I don't
sexual
care.
To you? I'm good.
Could
Thank
you imagine
No
nails that are 6 times as long as my penis?
Do you know how much time in the day I spend thinking about the length of other people's nails?
Never.
0. I spend no time on that. I don't care.
Thanks. I wouldn't even let you butter my bread.
Okay, butter your own
doing
fucking
this on
bread,
the stage.
loser.
So,
this isn't
of course,
about
they're
you.
pushing that agenda towards children. Why wouldn't they push 2 women on top of each other? And again, the whole theme of the
because
show
this didn't exist in 1993 when TLC and Salt and Pepper and everybody was coming out, and we talked down on them as well. But guess what? The kids are okay now. They were then.
I mean, you can go back to the 80s with Madonna like humping the stage in her wedding dress during the MTV Awards.
Yeah,
it was like 1984 or something. So, and that seems even more overtly sexual than whatever they're doing
Nancy
here.
Sinatra's boots that were made for walking. We all know what those boots were made for. They spent more time up in the air than down on the ground.
Fawking.
Feminism. All the headlines say, oh, the women dominate. The women win all the awards, right? Stories about, oh, The Weeknd was supposed to be nominated and he won't show up ever again because he wasn't, right? Because they continue to push this men versus women, white versus black.
Do they?
Civil unrest. They've told us for years.
And on top of that, the Grammys only got 8 million views. So it's not that big of a deal. Nobody really cares about this. You're making it a bigger deal than it is. It's always been performative. The Grammys didn't mean you were the best. The Grammys just meant a bunch of people in a room picked you over a bunch of other people. If you're being nominated, chances are your life is pretty good. Very rarely is somebody get nominated that isn't already a multimillionaire. Good job. Move on.
That's like less than 3% of the entire country fucking even watches it.
Probably.
I wonder how many watch the Oscars. Does that put up big numbers still?
Who knows? I have to we'll see this year.
No, it's been dropping for the past couple of years.
These movies, these stupid superhero movies with civil unrest, purge movies. All it's been about is dividing us, dividing everyone. Race, gender, everything.
Is
to create
Taylor
one.
Swift a witch now? Is
What?
Is every
Is she
woman,
Stevie Nicks?
Is every woman a witch that starts doing something without men involvement?
Yeah, burn them at the stake.
If you had the opportunity to be a witch or a fucking warlock, wouldn't you do it? I
Nope.
would.
I have the opportunity. I choose not to.
If you could, you would fucking do it.
No, not me.
Wow. Wow.
I don't need all that extra work.
That's the entire point. Then we get, of course, we get our friend Taylor Swift, Mrs. Equality Act herself, and she wins a bunch of awards for her song Willow, which is about witchcraft and magic.
Good.
Wonderful, right? So we get that, and she's doing her little thing like she does all the time, all her songs in the woods. Right? Remember the song Into
Yes.
the Woods or whatever it was called I covered? Then we get another girl doing a song called Levitating. Didn't I just do a video on levitating? I was talking about how lame it is and how these losers want to levitate and fly and stuff.
Who wouldn't? That would be amazing.
No, loser talk, Ben. Flying,
Any of that shit, you would absolutely do it.
flying, levitating, that's loser talk.
It's
Only a
Satanist
loser wants to
talk.
fly. Only a loser wants to fly.
Wow.
Think about how much money you'd save on gas by flying a broomstick to work every day.
Yeah, but you know how much flesh you have to pay to make that broomstick fly?
I don't care the price I'm willing to pay.
Wow, Magicus.
All right, they could fly into the abyss.
Me and my QAnon friends are going to shut you down.
Put the lid on it, and then call me, and I'll flush it for him.
This guy's fucking
Levitating,
pathetic.
right? And what's she standing in front of? Well, the song levitating is on because this is normal, right? Oh, but levitating call, it means she's...
If it was just normal, why would... Like, they want people to want to watch it. It has to be more than normal.
The whole fucking point is to be entertaining. So, like,
Right.
yeah, they're gonna do fantastical type shit that, like,
usually,
you know, is normal for entertainment. It's like, oh yeah, of course, like, the fantastical is what people want to watch.
You know what though? Like the other night I made the mistake of turning on one of the music channels on the Samsung. There's like a Samsung TV app where there's like a bunch of free channels on it. And I turned to one of the music channels and Adam Levine has a video where like the entire video is him rolling a joint and smoking it and like lip syncing the words to his songs.
Yeah.
And that's all it is.
That's cool.
So
This guy just sounds like he wants fucking every show and like everything to just be fucking Seinfeld. Just like a bunch of people sitting around an apartment doing fucking nothing.
I'm going to watch that video by Adam Levine and I'm going to copy it. But instead of rolling a joint, I'm going to be making a sandwich.
So happy and excited. She feels like she's on a cloud because she's in love. As she stands in front of the moon, we get the eclipse, right? Which is important to them for satanic rituals. All these different types of moons are blood moons, eclipses, right? But we have the full moon behind her.
Blood moons.
Oh, you know what? In 4 days, it's the equinox. So we can all do all kinds of pagan rituals on that night.
Yeah,
we should do that.
I'm not going to be pagan anybody that night.
Oh, dude, it's Saturday the 20th. So, like, on that day, there's equal daylight to darkness hours.
If we can get to 666 by Saturday's show, Ben and I
Are we
will
gonna do a seance?
We'll do a blood drink.
Whoa.
That sounds awesome.
Yes. Everyone like the stream, please. Please give us a like. We're going to move on from this guy. Sounds like he's a gold mine of future content, though.
Yeah.
Here's Kenneth
He's
Copeland.
pathetic.
Kenneth Copeland healed his viewers of coronavirus through the TV.
Sweet Kenneth
See,
Copeland.
Nice.
We just need Kenneth Copeland on the job. We can get a bunch of people in a stadium and have Kenneth Copeland just like pray over them, and it'll cure their coronas.
None of the 500,000
Put your
plus
hand
people
on
that have died so far were fucking like supporters of his.
Television.
Or does he not care about them?
Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus.
Oh.
Thank you, Lord Jesus.
Oh.
He receive your healing.
Yes.
Why does his hand look all wet?
Because he just got done fapping.
That looks gross.
Say it out.
His hand looks like a glazed donut.
He just put it in some holy water. It's anointed.
Take it. I take it. I have it. I have it. It's mine.
It's mine.
I thank you and praise you for it.
I thank you and praise you
And I
for it.
forgive if I have aught against
And
thee.
I forgive. And how
I
is this
praise
not
you that I'm
witchcraft?
well and whole.
Well and whole.
According to the word of God,
According to the word of God,
I'm healed.
I'm healed.
And I consider not my own body.
And I consider not my own body.
I consider not symptoms in my body.
I consider not symptoms in my
but
body.
only that which God has promised.
But only that which God has
Only
promised.
that what the Word has said.
But only that what the word
by
has said.
His stripes I was healed, and by
something
His
about food
stripes
How
I
can we repeat this? This is getting too
Yeah, it's
complicated.
getting very complicated.
This is like the most complicated game of Simon Says I've ever heard.
Damn it, Ben! I was going to be cured of corona, and this guy took it too far. I ruined everything.
He's taking too
How do
long.
you do this when you're on a fucking ventilator?
healed now. I'm not the sick trying to get healed. I'm the healed, and the devil's trying to give me the flu. Or whatever
The devil's
else.
trying to give me the flu, and the Christians are trying to give him every outlet to give it to me.
I don't want him to touch me with his weird, wet-looking hand.
The devil's trying to give me the flu, and the Christians are trying to give him a wet-looking, COVID-covered hand to get it to me.
Healed
so
and
gross.
well.
So, fun fact, I'm actually a minister with the Universal Life Church, and so, fuck this guy. I will give you my blessing that you are protected against coronavirus.
Thank you.
No.
Everyone
Thank you, sir.
watching it out is now protected.
No, I'm a staunch defender of Dr. Fauci. I'm waiting to get my Fauci ouchie. You guys will all be protected if you wear a mask, stay 6 feet away, and wash your freaking hands.
Not like this guy. He needs to wash his hands.
You can trust me. I'm Lord Magicus. I have the ability to just magic away coronavirus.
It's my wand.
Thanos snap it away.
Don't trust Magicus. I watched some of his YouTube channel, and he was playing a Merfolk deck. It was embarrassing.
I do that, yeah.
It was embarrassing.
That is true. I haven't played Merfolk before.
I don't know what this means.
I'm guessing like fish people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
I want to take a moment to plug the shirt since I didn't get to do that earlier. Here's the shirt. Actually, it's kind of topical since we were listening to a call for an uprising talk about how he hated the Cardi B performance.
How do we support that, Ben?
You have to sign up for Patreon. You get all the perks that come with it. On the $25 perk, you just got to be there for 3 months. And you get all the other stuff, all the video content, all that great stuff. And there's other stuff in the works that we'll be adding to it as well. So you might as well just stay there and you'll just keep getting this kind of stuff. You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's good times. Good times. Merfolk high in B vitamins? I don't know. You can't eat them. They're people, too. They're folk. You can't eat folk. When's the last time you ate any sort of folk? Merfolk, kinfolk? Any of them? You don't eat folk.
Sometimes you get the fish, and sometimes the fish gets you.
That's not true.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll fucking have to have this Magic the Gathering stream. Maybe it can be a Patreon goal.
We're almost to 200, and at 200, Magicus will do another pretty intense shot of the stuff.
Yes.
What do we got
You
here?
can get there. I believe in you.
Okay, let's see what this is.
Oh, these
I think
people.
I think this might be a freak out.
Uh-oh.
It is. It's on my friend's property. Right there.
It's not illegal to be in here, so.
Get off of the tree. It belongs to this street and this neighborhood, and we don't want kids on it. Why do you think these poles are there to help it?
Because my
great
grandpa
up and
bought
down and
those.
running on it. Please get down.
We're not jumping around and running on
I'm gonna
it.
get my family and see what they say about it.
We're sitting on it.
I don't want you to even sit on it.
Well, I want to go get my grandpa.
Dude, let them climb a fucking tree. What the fuck?
Fine, go get your grandpa.
Should I?
Yeah.
Just keep filming, okay?
So where do you live? Who's your parents?
I can't tell you that.
Oh, you can't tell me.
Nice.
I can't. Because that's my personal. That's my information.
Oh, that's your personal information?
Yeah.
Yeah,
kid.
it literally is.
Yeah, it
Good
is.
kid.
Yep.
How'd you like it if a random stranger came up to your kid and asked them where they lived?
Good kid.
Look,
I
kid,
love this kid. Yep.
I have asked
Why don't you go and fuck yourself in the
Yeah.
asshole, lady? I give a fuck about you.
you nicely to come down from there.
Too bad. You can
Oh
actually.
She can barely
God.
walk.
6 feet,
Creepy.
grandma num-nums.
Prerogative.
Where do you live? I want to talk to your parents.
Back off, Gammy
I'm not gonna tell you where I
numbskull.
live.
Also,
Then
put
I'll
your
ask
fucking
them
mask
when
up
they
if
come
you're
back.
approaching people.
You are just a little shit. Just
Oh, my God.
I think that's it.
Damn.
Quit letting those dogs bark out of their cage. You need a mask. Put your mask over your face, throw a muzzle over that, and get out of here.
What the fuck is the point of wearing a mask at that? Like,
They're
why?
protecting their chin.
What is
I
it
don't
helping?
understand it either. It's the only thing that's worse than covering your mouth and not your nose. It's like the next level of why do you even have it
Well,
on?
She pulled it down to diaper mode so she could better yell at the kids.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that
I
helps.
would
But
respect
still.
her more if she wasn't wearing one at all than just walking up to somebody with it on her chin.
Stabby Hug says Karen versus Lippy Shit Kid. Are you really on the side? It says tough one. Tough one. Is it really hard to not be in favor of the little kid that just bossed up on Grandma Karen? Mind your own business.
Yeah.
Dude, climbing trees is fucking fun and it's good for you, and like we need to encourage more children to go outside. So like she can fuck off.
But to be fair, I think that tree needs to be sterilized for COVID first and afterwards. So. Daily public.
Hi, so I'm at Coleman's on Newfoundland Drive, and they're refusing me because I have.
Oh, I love that kombucha right there. That's some good
from somebody
stuff.
who doesn't wear a mask.
Oh, I don't care. She probably thinks kombucha like cures corona or something. There's a lot of weird like beliefs about what kombucha does. I just think it tastes good and it helps my stomach when it hurts.
Coleman's on Newfoundland Drive. I have a medical mask exemption, so the
No, you don't.
supervisor.
Nobody has it.
How about you go fuck yourself? I've had coronavirus already, and so like I'm not gonna get it again most likely, but I still wear a mask because it's the right fucking thing to do.
Magicus. This woman is within her rights to be a horrible person and jeopardize everybody around her. For some reason.
If she felt comfortable
I know, definitely not on
serving me.
private
She was
property.
serving me until he came over. So I guess I got to get all their names because legally they're not allowed to do this to us.
Okay, whatever.
No,
Get out of
legally
here.
they're allowed to tell you to get off their property for any fucking reason they want to.
Yep.
Not literally any. Like if they were like, "Oh, you're black, get out of here," they couldn't do that. But
Well, they don't actually need to give you a reason. They
right,
can just say
right.
leave.
If it can be proven though that that's the reason why, they could be in trouble. But yeah, if they just don't give a reason, yeah, they could do that.
We're going to figure it out anyway. I'm going to go up to him. So, Chris, are you going to get someone to serve me or?
No.
Pardon?
No.
Can you talk to the camera, please? So
No.
I'm going to get your name, and you're going to be put on notice for refusing me food.
I like how they think they're like enforcing the law. These people think they're like some kind of off-duty police officer.
I would say, ma'am, please go outside and call the police on us.
Yeah.
Waste their time, not ours.
Yeah.
As a sovereign being, okay? Because everybody.
Oh. She's a sovereign citizen.
Oh, you
She's
are.
a sovereign
You're refusing
being.
to serve me.
She just
You're
said
taking
that
my
fucking
groceries.
word that just triggered me.
I said no, and I got in through the door.
Did you
no
say
problem.
mayonnaise?
Yeah.
So you're more than welcome to call in or online order, and we can pick up the groceries for you and drop them off out front for you.
So I'm here right now at the cash, and you're refusing to serve me. Yes,
we are.
That's what we're saying, yes. How many times do we have to say this?
This is in Canada, right? I'm thinking so.
What?
Yeah.
Can I-
She said Newfoundland.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
clearer terms can we say?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
And you could look
I have
outside.
your
Looks
full- so
pretty
this is
Canada
Coleman's on
out there.
Newfoundland Drive.
Looks
I'll
white
get your
out
name,
there.
Chris. And so his name is Chris. He's the front end supervisor here at Newfoundland Drive, Coleman's, and they're refusing to serve me.
Newfoundland
I got up to the
Drive.
cash, and they're refusing to serve me with my groceries. He actually told me that the police said that it's illegal, or I don't have a right to be in here without a mask. So we have to contact the police to see if that's
You
true.
don't have a right to be in there without.
Yeah.
So,
They're asking you to leave.
Anyway,
Now you're
Coleman's on
trespassing.
Newfoundland Drive, refusing service. But I will find out the name of the cashier as well, and we will contact them and let them know, okay? I'm just going to wait here
Dude,
now until he
I
comes back.
guarantee you that cashier does not get paid enough to deal
Nope.
with your stupid shit.
No, neither does the
they don't.
waitress in the one video we saw where the waitress like quit instantly rather than be the security guard at Denny's and like
Yeah.
enforce state mandated stuff. That's not their job. They're not the police. Their job is to serve crappy food. I mean,
I don't blame him. I would do the same fucking thing. Like, I'm not going to put up
Yeah.
with this shit. It's not worth it.
Garbage can, garbage can.
So Chris is really brave. He wouldn't give me his name, his full name. He goes off on his phone.
Yeah.
But he's refusing me to get my groceries at the cash on Newfoundland Drive, Coleman's.
Just leave.
yeah.
And we've been
Just
supporting
leave.
Coleman's for a
Go
year,
home.
and they're refusing me
All I'm
service
saying
because I
is
don't have a
it
mask
should be
on.
legal to
Coleman's on
tase
Newfoundland
one
Drive.
person a year. That's it. You should get one free tasing.
What if
like,
I
you
just
just
pick you?
decide
What if I just want to use it on you?
That's fine. That's your one. You only get one. So
Are you allowed to try to get away? Are you allowed to try to get away? Or do you have to let me tase you?
No, I think you can just do it. I think
Really? Because you can kill people. Like, what if everyone all decide? Like, what if a whole bunch of people all decide on the same person?
Yeah.
Well, then that person fucked up.
Are you sure you want like that kind of crazy like mob justice like that? I don't know.
The term "the customer is always right" does not mean the customer is always right. It means that the employer values the customer more than the employee. That's all that means. The customer's barely ever right, but as the employee, your employer doesn't care. They want you to serve them.
Are people with heart conditions exempt from the being tased?
I guess if it's going to pose a like threat to your personal health, then yeah.
I mean, anybody could die from being tased. Like, you could have like an underlying health issue that you don't know about.
Just let me have this one thing and tase this.
I don't know.
Okay?
I don't
That's
know.
all I want right now. For the
Okay.
next like 15 seconds, all I want in life is for her to get tased. Just give me this.
So now I'm doing a live video just to let everybody
If this is Canada, it's
know what's
unlikely.
going on.
I've seen some anti-maskers in real life.
And he's refusing to give me his name. But I'm not leaving until I get his name.
Egghead's packing a taser. Don't mess with Egghead. Wow, don't mess with Egghead. You know what? I think it's because Lucas Werner is going to come looking for him.
Oh no! I think Egghead uses it on his own testicles.
Yeah, the person Egghead is most likely to tase is himself.
Oh God,
Because he's legally not allowed
Oh,
to
God.
refuse me to get groceries. So this is the dilemma, people. There's lots of people that can't wear a mask. There's lots of valid medical mask exemptions. No.
Can I get a taxi without
Yes, go ahead, honey. No problem. I used to find this supermarket amazing. They let me through the whole store. Yes, they did. He said earlier that I came through the doors. I didn't have a problem. I went around.
It doesn't matter if you got away with it all the way up to the register. That doesn't like make. It's like, oh, you won. You fooled us, so now you get to do the rest of it. No,
You know
that's
how
not
at the
it
end
works.
of Scooby-Doo they pull the mask off of the bad guy?
Yeah.
Can we just put the mask on the bad guy at the end of
Yes.
the new Scooby-Doo?
They should have like a full-on cowl to like put over her
Yes,
head.
a dunce cowl.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Like what? $21 and some change. I really fucking need
$21
this right now.
and some change.
It's $21.31 exactly, Magic. Because you can say the numbers exactly if you like to say the numbers exactly.
And
if
some
not,
fucking change, okay?
$21.31. If someone's going to $21.30, it wouldn't get us there. So it's unsafe to say
All
some
right.
change.
That's fair.
Specifically, $21.31.
Fine,
And Magic
you
is
win,
something
Billy.
that's-
You win. You're king of the world, Billy. Good
You don't have to
job.
say it. We're all thinking
Got
it.
it. You fucking win, Billy.
You don't have to say it. You can stay in the obvious. Not going to get you any brownie points. But I do want to see Magicus
Buddy,
take another
down
drink
to
of this
fucking
Malibu
Billy's superior
sauce.
Intellect here. He's
Groceries.
fucking too mad.
But now they're
Thank you,
refusing me to
Magicus.
get my groceries. So we'll see what happens here now.
You're gonna get arrested. That's what's gonna happen.
I'm here. It's public. It's a public place, so I
It's
have a right
not
to
a
be
public
not.
place.
No,
It's open to the public. You have a reasonable amount of public availability, but the second that you turn down their request for you to leave, you become a trespasser.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tape.
Yeah. What I would not give for somebody to just walk up and just fart right in her fucking face. That would be amazing.
You know I'm
It's
that
like, I
guy,
bet you were
right?
wearing a mask then.
Thank you, Fix Soul. Now, Magicus, how much is left to you to take another sippy sip?
Math.
It's easy,
Math
Magicus.
is left.
It's Blue's Clues levels of easy. A 6-year-old talking to a talking dog would tell you. It's $15, Magicus.
No, it's math.
I don't want to. I don't want to disappoint anyone. I don't think there's a video conclusion to this where like the cops come and taser or anything like that.
This is why.
Can we make this a choose our own adventure where we just like pretend we know how this ends?
This is why
She gets
Magicus
arrested.
plays Merfolk magic card decks. You never have to do math higher than the number 3.
You actually do.
So what are you
have
going to say?
do a lot of math
Are you going to
with
serve
that
me,
deck.
Chris?
It's all 1s, 2s, and 3s.
Dude, I don't know if you know about mystical reflection. Like that card, you have to do like a lot of math in that.
You nasty woman.
Whoa.
You just nasty. I'm not putting my hands on you. I'm 6 feet away because you're nasty.
Whoa.
No, I'm 6 feet. Okay, yeah. Why am I not 6 feet? Why am I not 5 enough? Because you got a disease? You walking around nasty?
Wear a muzzle.
No, I don't need a muzzle. I got it on. So
Did she
you
say
need to
wear a
put it on.
muzzle?
Put it on.
I love
Oh, here we go.
Yes, Eduardo. Cheers, brother.
Here
Stupid
we go.
autocorrect.
Gotta
I meant
wait.
to say salud, not salad.
Salad. Come on,
Salad.
Magic is salad.
Fat Eduardo, is that what's going on here? Because you're right, I am.
Come on, Shonk. Drink your liquor.
Hold on, I gotta fix this.
Yeah, wait for
Stupid
Benjamin.
autocorrect.
Toss that salud.
Fuck it.
Everybody,
Salud, my friend.
live.
Oh no! Hold on. There we go. I have to switch this really quick.
My God.
Oh
You
my
guys
God.
can see there's a chair arm in the
There's an
picture.
empty chair.
And a roll. It's not empty. There's a roll of paper towels sitting in it.
Oh,
yes, there is in fact a roll of paper
That little
towels.
white thing there is a
Where's the
smidgen of a
fucking-
paper towel roll.
Where is it? Okay, I guess I just have to
Where do
switch
we
to this one
go?
instead.
I don't know.
I had to switch back to XSplit because it messed up everything with the sound. So I use XSplit and the transitions just take forever. So like when I have to switch scenes or something, okay, I'm just gonna switch this up really quick.
Hey, Eduardo.
Used to have them great.
Salad.
They had, like, the transition effect.
Salad.
And it would make the, like,
Son of a
sounds
bitch.
when you did it.
All right, there you go.
Everybody, this one's for you. All right. Fuck this stupid like COVID lady.
Yeah, fuck this stupid COVID lady. Oh God.
Oh,
Oh God.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
My man. My hero.
Magicus, is there a collection of My Little Ponies behind you?
There's some on this shelf. I don't know if you can see them.
Were you a brony?
Yeah, actually.
Ah!
Is Lord Magicus the Pony King?
Like there's a shelf that's like a little bit past the Infinity Gauntlet over there that
Yeah.
has a bunch of stuff on it.
Yeah,
But
and
you-
the big
like, you
screen
can't
it
see
shows
what's over
up.
there, but
No, on the
yeah,
big screen you can.
Yeah, like on this screen you can, but you can probably see it on Skype. It's like past this here, but yeah, there's a bunch of cool stuff.
Oh, well,
on
we
there.
just had you on big screen. We could see it. That's why I
I
called
did
you.
a video. Yeah, I did a video on my channel where I actually I showed off all the stuff that's like on all those shelves over there. It's
Like
kinda
there's
cool.
a bunch of My Little Ponies and some Jergens lotion.
There's like
my
magic
God.
stuff. I have like actual like fossils and crystals and stuff.
He has a
that's
wank
there.
station.
There's Pokemon stuff. There's like Final Fantasy stuff. All kinds of cool things. There's a set of Dragon Ball Z Dragon Balls on that shelf too.
Magicus was definitely at the BronyCons. Isn't that where you met Christian?
Yes, this is true. So like here's the thing. BronyCon has like a bunch of really cool people that go to it, but it also has a bunch of like really fucking cringe people that go to it. So like it's hard to find like which group of people is which, but like if you find the right group of people to hang out with, you'll have a fucking incredible time.
Did you have an incredible time?
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. Like I actually played Magic cards at a bunch of the different ones that I went to as well.
Was Spexo
like
there?
We did like a Modern Masters draft at one time, and I have never seen Spexo there. No,
I feel like
can't help you with
Spexo would be at BronyCon.
So
Spexo would be bragging about hanging out with somebody named like Duffles
I don't
or
remember
something.
who it was. I've met one other DP fan at a BronyCon, but I don't remember what his name is. So
I
if you're
remember.
the random DP fan I met at BronyCon, like yeah, fucking tell us. Let us know in
Their
the comments.
their name has changed, Magicus. That's why you don't remember. Not his
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
Their name.
But meeting Chris Chan at BronyCon was definitely a low point in my life, and that was pretty much the point at which I had to start reconsidering what the fuck I was doing.
I'm pretty proud of you.
I'm not proud of me. That's my low point in my entire life.
You're an Alpha Chad BronyCon alumni. I like that. All coming back to me.
So, all right, Nicol Bolas Planeswalker. You know what's really cool about this? I almost accidentally met Chris Chan like the year. I think it was the year before that too, because Chris Chan also goes to a convention called Too Many Games, which actually happens about an hour or two away from my house, and they went there on I think the Saturday that weekend, and I was there on the Sunday. So like. And originally I was going to be there on Saturday, but I had to reschedule it because the people I was going with didn't have that day free. So I was like this close to meeting Chris Chan like way earlier than that. I was going to say that's the year Chris Chan actually got dragged out of fucking Too Many Games because they broke down crying in the middle of the fucking convention for like assaulting someone.
Oh no.
I almost met Chris Chan as well, but when I showed up in my pickle suit, they ran me off. They were very rude. I guess I interrupted their date or something.
Oh.
Yes. The pickle suit.
I have not gotten the impression that they trashed the hotels, Martok. Like that for whatever, I don't know what it is, but like the Brony community is generally pretty respectful about like not leaving messes and shit. So that's the one positive thing I can say is like they have some like respect towards like the people that, you know, have to clean up after their shit.
Yeah, the bronies mantra is full tables and clean stables.
I don't know where you find this many farmers of color. But they did.
What the fuck?
And 5.2 billion are being allocated exclusively for colored farmers. Farmers of color. Farmers of color. Roll the tape.
We begin today's show looking at a major provision in President Biden's $1.9 trillion COVID relief bill that aims to...
Wow, the production of Democracy Now! Has come very far. I remember like 10 years ago, it was almost just like it was almost like an old... It almost looked like Google Hangouts used to look, you know?
Address decades of discrimination against Black, Hispanic, Native American, and Asian American farmers who've historically been excluded from government agricultural programs. The American Rescue Plan sets aside $10.4 billion for agriculture support and allocates about half the funds to farmers of color who are, quote, subjected to racial or ethnic prejudice because of their identity as members of a group, unquote. The U.S. Commission on Civil Rights confirmed as long ago as 1965 the U.S. Department of Agriculture discriminated against black farmers, but...
The next thing that he says is so messed up.
Is he going to say something about the amount of acres they have?
No.
Done to address
100 years ago. Yeah, most happy about the new policy. These people. So, yeah. I'm all...
Okay, so he leads off with this.
Buy a plow, man!
I'm gonna plant that corn.
Go get a John Deere. Barack Obama, mother. I'm the president of plowing that ass. You.
I thought the last thing they would want to do was be farmers. Wasn't that a big problem for hundreds of years?
Yeah. Isn't that why Arsenio Hall called himself the urban man's Johnny Carson?
I think so.
Yeah, I don't know. Are people lining up out in the middle of cornfield, Iowa for new dunks?
How would you prove this, by the way? Like, how would you prove that you've been discriminated
You don't
against?
have to, you just
Well, I didn't
say.
get that loan. Sir, you had no credit. Well, that should not have stopped me from getting the loan.
I planted a Hennessy tree, but it's not growing.
Well, technically it did grow, but that shit ain't XO.
I put it in the ground.
I planted a VSOP XO tree. I'm getting in some niche esoteric cognac humor, motherfucker.
Don't white people just go to their neighborhoods and build urban farms and ruin their communities? Isn't that what white people
in Detroit? Like, turns out the soil content is a high level of meth.
Yeah, crazy.
Whoa. Wow, I didn't know.
That and teeth.
There's
random teeth littered everywhere.
And by the way,
pain in my arugula.
Or pain in your arugula?
Cocaine in my arugula.
What?
Cocaine is growing in the arugula in the garden where all the drugs and teeth are, because they're saying meth heads and drug addicts and drug dealers would be growing all the farms
So
because they're
dumb.
people of color.
It's not funny.
I just can't watch Steven Crowder without wondering why it is that he finds so many excuses to fucking cross-dress.
There was
It's like,
I sent that video in. We never watched it. That
Oh,
was,
no?
Yeah, the Steven Crowder cross-dressing video last week.
I don't remember that.
Was all over Twitter. We never put it on the show. I thought for sure that would be on, but it was so
I don't remember
embarrassing.
getting it.
Yeah, he cross-dressed into a gym and complained about getting someone like trying to kick him out for violating his rights, but it was because he was at freaking Planet Fitness and he was slamming the weights down. They have the weight alarm.
The lunk alarm.
Yeah, the lunk alarm was going off. He called that him getting, I don't know, oppressed. It was so stupid.
There's nothing wrong with cross-dressing. It's just I find it interesting that he keeps finding excuses to do it instead of just... I think there's something he should tell the world, probably.
Oh, we all know. There's a reason why it's louder with Crowder. He's very loud. He's just not very honest.
We've got a couple minutes of the show left. We are doing a post-show for our patrons, $10 or above. Or if you click the join link, you can get it too. The join link below this video on YouTube. If you join, you'll only get the post shows, which is what we're about to do. And also, by the way, I uploaded a massive 3-hour long upload of past post shows that were on Twitch and other various places. We're gonna watch some Nick Fuentes in the post show, and we're gonna watch a video of a pastor claiming that Starbucks is adding semen to their coffee, also in the post show.
Interesting.
No, I drink Starbucks every day. Please don't do that.
See, I drink semen every day.
Please don't add Starbucks to it.
Yeah, I don't want Starbucks in my semen.
Don't ruin semen by adding Starbucks to
agree
it.
on this, even if it's for different reasons.
Why do you think I call it my miracle whip?
Fuentes.
Oh, yeah. What a good day we had. Magicus is lit. We got to watch Steven Crowder stand in front of a wall of masks and pretend like he's some sort of a hero by being racist. We started off with a racist cartoon from 70-something years ago, and now we got a guy who played in the Arthur cartoon being racist.
I think calling that a racist cartoon to start with is kind of underselling it, to be honest.
He voiced a character of the Arthur cartoon series. Steven Crowder was like a young child actor voicing a character.
He was born in Michigan, but he grew up in Canada.
Classic Crowder.
Wait, what character? Was it like a regular one or just a one-off thing?
I think it was a regular character.
I know 3 characters from that show.
The character...
Yes!
Yes, Elena Quintero. Welcome to the Pledge.
Yeah. Guys,
stream.
We're going to slowly get closer and closer. We had a new $100 patron too, so that's good. We can do this. It might take a couple months. I'm not saying let's finish it this month. We just have to slowly crawl our way up to the goal, and then once we start getting close, I'll start planning for it.
Steven Crowder's voice, he voiced the character Alan the Brain Powers. He was the brain.
Oh, wait. Okay, I think I know who that is.
Regular character, yeah. And it's like...
Oh, fuck. I had no idea. That's hilarious, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had heard that before. You mean like Arthur, like the cartoon on PBS? Was it on PBS?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the one where he does the meme where he's holding the fist at his side.
Yeah.
He's like a little animal character, like an anthropomorphic creature of some. Yeah.
Arthur is an aardvark, I think, right?
I think. I don't know.
Bear of Gaming said, what do you guys think of Rich Swann versus Kenny Omega AEW champ versus Impact champ at Rebellion? I don't follow it. Hopefully it's a good
I don't
match.
follow it, but that sounds kind of cool that they're doing a crossover like that. Impact is hurting these days.
Eduardo Garcia again with the salad. Fix Soul again helping get us that level up. Thank you. Bear of Gaming said, damn, Billy's speaking facts on this clown right now, LMO. He's not wrong, though. I can't stand people that can't stop worrying about others. Locust God says, my name is actually a reference to my favorite cards in Magic the Gathering, the Locust God. What is your favorite card, Billy and Magicus? For those of you that didn't read the chat earlier, I said my favorite card was Berserk, and then runner-up Underworld Dreams.
Berserk.
Nerd. What was yours, Magicus?
Cruel Tomatoes, specifically the alternate art one, because it's literally Sark and Volf are getting fucking pimp smacked by Nicol Bolas.
You like that, Papa?
The art is fucking great on that card, and I love it.
Dragon of the West says, you know, when they introduced the Makos and Enterprise, I began to wonder why the Federation doesn't have a Marine Corps.
Yeah. That's interesting. In the game Star Trek Online, you can get like Mako grade equipment for like when you're on the ground. And the stuff does way more damage and like can like the armor is way better. So yeah, it is kind of cool that they had like enlisted Marines, but I guess like ground warfare, I don't know. I don't know why they don't in like the era after that. I don't know.
Mr. Morden said a thang with a thang for the thang. Dana gave us that big love again. Thank you. Talking about the police abuse statistic. Very, very serious stuff. Barry of Gaming, again, so all I'm going to say is Red Hood was beaten by the Joker when he was Robin and got revived in the Lazarus Pit, then tried to kill the Joker for killing him. It's only fair. If you get revived in the Lazarus Pit, it should be kill or be killed at that point. 47D, again, with a Drunken Idol we have this Friday. Thank you for reminding us earlier, 470. If you guys have renditions of you singing, send them in. And Benjamin and I are going to run Drunken Idol. I'm going to be like...
3 songs. Get like the karaoke track of it.
Yeah.
To play in the background.
Record
Do
yourself
you have
singing
any
3
idea
songs.
how many fucking tracks I had to go through to find one song where I could at least sound like almost like
Go
not
through some
terrible
more,
at?
Magicus. Just do 2 terrible ones, and then you'll lose. Or they'll win. But we want you to have 3 songs sent in. That way
do
we can do 3
Frankenstein
levels.
by the Edgar Winter Group.
And
there's no vocals in that.
Yeah, that's the fucking joke.
Yeah, I just realized that. I'm like, huh?
For those of you that want to send in, you have until Thursday night, Friday morning. Get them in there. We're going to do Friday night. DP Idol, Drunken Idol.
Get them in. Let's say the deadline is like Thursday. The deadline is Thursday. I think we're going to get enough. I thought we need 8 contestants?
We need 8, yeah. We might have to pick the 8 ourselves and give the runners up. If there's more, we'll give them a little screen time as runners up.
Or we'll give them a shot at the next one if it ends up going there, you know.
Guy, look, if I can embarrass myself doing this shit, surely somebody out there can do better.
Do we
than
have
me.
to appear on camera? Do they have to appear on camera?
Yes.
Because what's to stop me from uploading something that's not me?
If you want to do the Masked Singer, you can cover yourself in a mask and sing. But we have to have the camera going.
Yeah.
You could be the Masked Singer, though. That gets us all caught up on today's Down Nows. Thank you guys for getting us 25% of the way to the goal for this week. We're well on our way to another bonus show. Good times. The Patreon's rising. We're gonna get us a 10-hour show inevitably, whether it's now or later. We're gonna get there, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna get there.
With your support.
Yes.
From viewers like you.
Ben's
about to
stuck in my head.
Ben's about to join Drunken Idol.
Yeah.
For a very long time, I had a really shitty cell phone that was like one of those track phones you'd buy at Walmart for like $20.
Yeah.
And so I didn't have like ringtones or anything on it, but it did have a fucking program on it where you could actually like program your own fucking MIDI ringtones onto it. So Frankenstein is like the first ringtone that I ever programmed into my phone.
Huh. That's interesting.
Earlier, I was going to make a joke about us and Drunken Idol and how we were going to be the hosts, and I was going to mention the original hosts of of American Idol. It was Ryan Seacrest who went on to host, but the first season there were two hosts. It was Ryan Seacrest and Brian Dunkelman.
Yeah.
And I couldn't remember Ryan Seacrest's name, so I didn't make the joke.
Interesting.
And I'm like, why do I remember Brian Dunkelman and not Ryan Seacrest?
Good question.
Who became like the man of the hour?
He became Regis, basically.
He became Dick Clark.
Yeah, both.
He became Regis and Dick Clark.
Did you know Edgar Winter He was a albino that had an identical twin, and they were both like really good musicians. And Edgar Winter like innovated. This is pre-keytar. He would strap like a giant keyboard to his shoulders and play it like that.
Wow!
Before the keytar was invented.
Wow!
It's really weird. Very albino.
This
too.
episode's been going very long. Guys, we're going to end it now. Thank you, Eduardo. Thank you, Magicus. We're going to go into the post show because we still got to get the post show for the patrons. Catch us over there. $10 patrons and above, hang out with us tonight. If you're not $10 patron or above, think about joining us. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
In the beginning, there was nothing, and then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants.